Hi. Lilland Tongle, Leland Hart, Lilland Tongle. Hi. Oop. Hi. U45, I am withering away. Hi Ryan, hi everyone. Hi. 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 Hi.
Yo, Cheese Mood. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, as well as 22 months subscribed. What a legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Meg says I've had 46k chats for so long, it's killing me. And Kira, holy shit. I was going to say, and Hero says, go full screen so that I can get my goddamn treats, you turd. And I'll do that right now. Holy shit, can we get a flood of little into hearts in the chat to say thank you to Freya for 25 gifted subs. If you got gifted a sub, please, please, please say thank you. Or use some emotes or something towards Freya. Cheeseman, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Speeds, 45 months subbed. You're withering away. Joyce, thank you for 27 months. Thank you, thank you. How are we all doing today? All right, dogs. I hear you. I hear you. We got dog treats from. We got Joyce. We got Katilla. We got K-Bell. We got Carly. We got Zuma. We got Danny. Oh, I dropped one. That one's for free, Hero. I dropped one for free. All right. Here you go. How we all doing today? Good boys. Good boys. Make the treat from Carly from me instead, Ryan. I'm sorry. I only read the first half of your message. Make the treat from Carly. I got you, Mars. This is from Carly. Good jump. Good jump. Up. We got to work on their vert, you know? We got to work on the dog's vert so that they can get up here so you guys can see them. How we all doing? Hope you're having an excellent day. Welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. Are we standing today? At least to start. I highly doubt we'll play the entire stream this way, but at least to start. Break up the physical monotony. Get my back out of the chair. I'm having lower back tightness these days, like the old man that I am. Too much yard work. And so, Do a little standing. We do a little standing around here. Standing on business, you know what I'm saying? What if instead of Satisfactory it was called Freaky Factory and nothing changed? Freaky Factory, where a mother factory and a daughter factory randomly wake up one day and switch bodies. And it has nothing to do with the factory part of the game, but that's what happens. How y'all doing today? Tony says he has a bone to pick with me. I can't wait to hear it. Ryan, I need you to check something for me. Open Pokemon TCGP. Click on the middle button at the bottom for Social Hub. Do you have the Community Showcases option to like friends' collections? Oh, you do? Crazy, I've never received a gift from you, huh? That's so odd. Hey, Tony, do me a solid. Open your Pokemon TCG Pocket. Go to your friends list. Look at the list of friends. Oh, I'm sorry. 95% of your friends are from this little internet thing we call a cult? And you're trying to come for the cult leader? Listen, trickle-down economics, baby. In this cult, all the blessings that rain upon you are obviously my doing as the head of the cult. Obviously, it's me. I am there in every one of the likes that you get. I just don't like people's showcases enough. It's true. It's true. In this cult, we turn on the leader all of the time. It's true. And yet you keep coming back. So I have to tell you guys, one of the funniest things I've seen on the internet in the last week, you guys know that I follow the streamer Northern Lion. Northern Lion's chat went on strike the other day for like 45 minutes. So during one of his streams, the chat just reverted. The chat just decided to not type at first. And then because people couldn't resist the opportunity to type, what they ended up doing was they just ended up sending ... And for like 45 minutes, I mean, it evolved into a couple other things, like a couple other emotes and stuff. For like 45 minutes, Northern Lion streamed with a chat that was on strike, quote unquote. And it is really funny. It's really funny to see what happened. Yeah, it was great. Hey, everyone, let's all migrate to spoilery discussion. Go for it. In Satisfactory, I think that happens a little bit anyways. You're going to regret telling us about this, Ryan. I'm sorry in advance. Here's what I think you fail to comprehend about the difference between Northern Lion and me, though. Northern Lion managed to be wildly entertaining for 45 minutes with no chat to back him up. I am an unentertaining, but generally a little bit emotionally available person. And so the only time we ever have a good time here on stream is if you guys talk to me. So, I mean, you could make this backfire on me, but in doing so, 100% it's just backfiring on you. 100%. No questions asked. Siege, thank you so much for the 33 months. 33 months. Thank you. Thank you. How are we all doing today? How's your day been so far? Happy Friday. Hope you're having an excellent day. We're going to open some cards here in just a second. And oh boy, do we have some to open now. Thank you, Freya. Burrito salad, by the way. Thank you. I don't know if I said thank you yet. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifted subs this morning and the regular subs as well. Burrito salad, cheese mood, Freya. Thank you. Formy says I'm just lurking, but hello chat /Ryan. Hi, Formy. How are you? Luke says today is bleh. Yikes. Bleh day. Mars has grading to do today. Speeds has some allergies. Tony has had a crazy week. Had to present as part of a bid defense for a new client yesterday. Gotcha. What's your Friday looking like, Tony? Is today a little bit more chill for you or no? At least a little bit more chill? At least a little bit? Playing Blueprints today instead of spring cleaning. I love that. Take any opportunity you can to play Blueprints. That game's so freaking good, dude. We have been working in the for those of you who have been here much this week, you've heard me talk about how much we've been working in the yard, and that remains true this morning. Changed the blade on the lawn. It's springtime is crazy for yard work. I finished all the mulching yesterday for all the 40 bags of mulch. Everything is finally like laid out, spread out, all that jazz. Had to change the lawn, sharpen and then sharpen the lawnmower blade this morning. Oh yeah, good stuff. Ryan, I have a yard question. I'm definitely not qualified to answer you, but I'll try. I can always Google it. Max says I'm running late because she was also working in the garden. It's true. It's so nice out right now, though, you know? It's so nice out. My mower died on me last weekend. Oh, no. It got gas in it? I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Why is my brain just a mixture of TikTok sounds? Why is my brain just TikTok sounds, TikTok audios, you know? It's just all TikTok audios. My brain consists of Dimension 20 references, TikTok audios. That's about it. Do you like the smell of mulch? Oh, I don't know. Yard question. Do I like the smell of mulch? Kind of in the same way that I like the smell of gasoline. No. Thanks. Like in a like I probably shouldn't like this, but I kind of do way. I don't know. Do you like it? Smell of mulch? I hate it outside right now. It's become too hot for my dear sweaters. My dear sweaters. I've been sick all week. Going to get a sinus infection if the allergies don't chill the fuck out. Some mulch really stinks. I'm that way with the new tire smell. I feel like rubber has a little bit of a like forbidden fruit type smell to it. Same with gasoline. You know? Tony, I'm so sorry you got motion sick playing Blueprints, dude. That sucks. MK is trying to board a flight. Good luck with the Wi-Fi, not with the flight. Hopefully, I mean, you don't need luck for the flight. I mean, you do, but like, don't even think about luck when it comes to flights. I meant with the Wi-Fi working. You said with the Wi-Fi. You want luck on a flight, but you don't want to think that you need luck on a flight, you know? Flights are very safe. Still, luck is not bad. I'm going to try watching your Blueprints playthrough, see if that's better than playing. I mean, here's the good news, Tony. I play so slowly that you'll probably do a little like, oh, Ryan's running through rooms. Oh, now he's taking 10 minutes to talk about something. Running through? Nope. Okay. I play so slow, maybe it'll like even out. Luke says I started Blueprints yesterday. It hurt my brain, LOL. It still hurts my brain. I need to give that game a try. Just be prepared for that try to turn into a 40-hour marathon. It's not a short game, apparently. I love it, though. I wholeheartedly recommend it. I'm lost in the Blueprints sauce right now. It's so much fun. Where is our screen? Right there. Yo, gamers, we got some cards to open today. Let me get you a little prediction going while we talk about who's going to be on the... You got 2 minutes to vote. We're going to open a Formy, a Mars, a Freya, a Cheese Mood, a Burrito, and then more Formy, Freya, Cheese, Freya, etc. On the card front today. I have a page in my notes app for Blueprints, and it's massive. I now have like 4 pages in my notebook, and I have an entire folder on my phone of boomer screenshots, aka I used my phone to point it at the screen, take a photo, and then and then go from there. Siege says, can I request my cards from Fresh Air Friday open? I think we may have already opened them, Siege. I think we already opened them. Yeah, check your profile. Here, I'll show you. If the cards aren't locked, we're probably just gonna rip them these days. Now that we've added card locking, let's do newest to oldest. I think your most recent was this. Opened a couple days ago. These days, since you can lock cards, I'm going to wait. Okay, that messed up. I'm basically gonna open packs unless they're locked. So you got these 5. Hearthian headlights, 3 bronzes, 1 silver. Who is Mars? Some random guy who mods sometimes? I think so. I think so. Oh, not a lot of disbelief today. Interesting. 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 Let's see here. In a meeting, but let's get a shit pack already, huh? Let's get you one for me. I really hate that I can't watch your playthrough as long as I'm not done of Blueprints. I mean, you could. You would just be... How do I say this in the meanest way possible? If you're playing Blueprints and you're not done playing the game, you could watch my playthrough. It's just that you would be sort of like... It'd be sort of like pissing in a church. You'd be like foregoing the sanctity of a blind playthrough of a puzzle game that once you see the Matrix, you can't unsee the Matrix. So like, you could do it. No one stop. It's not illegal. You could watch it. It's just that you'd be pissing in a church. I've pissed in a church as there are toilets. You'd be foregoing the sanctity. If you piss in a church toilet, that's a different thing. That's not what I'm saying. I once pissed against a church. Is that the same? I don't know. We'll see what happens when your last day comes. Hopefully 80 years in the future. We'll find out, won't we? In 80 years. The problem with watching Ryan's Blueprints vids is that it is a deluge of spoilers from all the puzzles being solved. Excuse me? Are you being sarcastic? Excuse me? That can't possibly be a true statement, and so I think it must be. There's 3 boxes in this room, and one of those is fucking false, and I think I might have found the false one. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll remember that. All right, 15 minutes to open some cards. Let's do it. For me. Looking for a shit pack. Little into cards. I watched 6 episodes and I haven't learned anything new for myself, but I am getting nervous. Oh boy, that doesn't bode well for me, does it? Double war crimes, by the way. Oh, the shit pack chances have been ruined. You've watched 6 episodes, you haven't learned anything new? Oh boy. Glorious leader. Just finished updating the spreadsheet in time for new packs being opened. Hi, Wee. How's it going? How's it going? Puzzles can be difficult. It's a difficult game. I love it, though. Mars. Congrats on your graduation, by the way. Let's get you something good as a graduation present. Tongle of the Wild. Never mind. This is going to be a bad pack. It's an omen. War Crimes, Tadpoles. Oh, Sweet Forest. Card Gods. Is that the exact same card we had on the 5th slot last time? What an underwhelming pack. Freya. How about you? Freya wants something for the Bluebies. Good old Freya. Freya's always looking out for the Bluebies. Great graduation gift, Ryan. Thanks. You're welcome. It's not me. It's the Card Gods who decided to give you that. My hands are tied. I just hit open. You know, that's all I do. Queen Meg. H to tell your wife 420 Aikilos is literally already in the computer typing up a trade offer. Can I get an exclamation Xena in the chat, please? Hi Dulon, how's it going? Final card. Oh! It doesn't pay out the bluebies, but it's 2 good cards. 2 good cards. I mean, they're all great cards, but 2 of them are more rare. You know what I mean? Oh boy. Okay, Cheese Moon. Thank you for the 5 gifted 10 gifted subs today. 5 gifted subs today. You already had a pack, and then you also gifted 5 more. I want a fart. I'm trying not to force one. It's okay to force a fart. Chad, have you ever forced a fart before? You ever, like, leaned into one? Here's why you guys can't go on strike as a chat. Because if you do go on strike, I'll be left without the sort of railroads of chat interaction to guide me towards things worth talking about. And instead, what I'll do is I'll just say shit like, hamster porn, you ever forced a fart? And I'll just try and farm little into shooks, and then they won't come, and I'll double down probably. Cheese Mood gets a Minecraft villager noises. Hi Shammy, how's it going? Exclamation Forest, we've seen this a couple times today. Meg Rookie, this is the way of things today. 3 bronze, then whatever's left. 5 out of 20. Thank you, Mars. Did hamster porn get quoted, by the way, or did it just the original one, or did it not? We've got 1694. Did the original hamster porn get quoted too, or no? Oh boy. Oh, it did. It's right there. Hell yeah. That means hamster porn is on the roll on the official logbooks twice. Burrito salad. I didn't even know that I obtained card. Let's roll. I'm gonna set aside the sass that you directed my direction a couple minutes ago, because this is a big moment. Burrito salad's first ever pack of cards. The world is your oyster. You can collect anything. Burrito salad, is there anything in particular that you are looking for? What would be a win for you? What would be something you'd be excited for? Burrito says, oh, what would be a win for me? I can't lose. Somebody said got a command before. Does Burrito have a command? Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Burrito is looking for... Says I can't lose. Okay. The song is too sad for the vibes right now. Listen, sometimes you got to lean into the depression. But for you, Megan, I'll change it. How's the war on drugs? Is that better? It's a 5-minute song. Probably not better. Sufjan Stevens, is that less depressing? Nope. Big Thief, is that more depressing? Generally, yes, but this song's a banger. Little into Partner, 69 out of 100. Oh, what a first card. What a first card. That has some sort of energy. I don't know what the energy is, but it's got some sort of energy. It's emitting energy. It's emitting energy like radiation. 69 out of 100, Little into Partner. Never trade that. Pin it to the top of your profile. I don't care what else you pull here. That's the best card you could have possibly pulled first. Ryan Rookie, you've got a Burnt Marshmallows. Fine Wood. Please, card gods. If you have an ounce of karma in your ethereal bodies, please curse Burrito Salad with a shit pack after their sass from earlier today. I pray to thee. Fuck. That's actually worse, so thank you, I guess. That's actually the worst thing you could pull. Actually the worst thing you could pull. I do apologize, Burrito. I guess I wished that upon you. The worst thing you can get is 4 bronze, then 1 silver. Shit pack derogatory. All right, we got some more packs from Formy, Freya, and Cheese. And if we get through those, we'll go to some of these other ones too. Does emitting energy like radiation bode well or poorly for Satisfactory today? I have a bone to pick with Ikelos. I said we were going to build our factory like Chernobyl today. And Aikilos said, oh, shit. Dulon. Thank you very much. For me, thank you. We're opening your pack right now. We're up to silver. Dulon, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Can we get some hearts in chat to say thank you for the generosity? If you got a gifted a sub, make sure and say thank you. Thank you. Did you watch the whole series? You're asking me if I watched the TV series on Chernobyl? No, I didn't watch the TV series on Chernobyl. However, I am vaguely familiar with Chernobyl. Minecraft villager noises. I'm more familiar with Chernobyl. The reason it's gonna be like Chernobyl and Satisfactory today is we're gonna take nuclear and we're gonna experiment with that shit and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? So in a way, no, Chernobyl is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take nuclear and we're gonna just like throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Chernobyl's a top 10 show of all time. So good. Dulon, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's the way that we're going to make it like Chernobyl. Will we crash and burn the whole place down? We'll see. Freya gets a toggle. We're looking for anything that pays out the bluebies. Take a pre-stream Pergante. Burnt marshmallows. Snoo wants a pack of cards. Holy crap. Freya with the shit pack chances of 55.05%. Ah! Hamilton once again ruining things. Once again ruining things. Hi, Snoo. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're doing okay. Welcome in. Welcome. We'll open your pack here in just a couple. Actually, yeah. We'll do it right. We'll do it right there. Sorry, Freya. Close but no cigar. No shit pack. We're just sitting on the toilet trying to shit. It's true. Just click on the names. I was trying to shuffle one like this. No, Danny, I understand. And every other situation that you've yelled at me about this, you've been absolutely correct. But in this situation, I wasn't trying to do that. In this one situation, I wasn't trying to do that. In this one particular time. Hamilton was innocent? What do you mean? Don't mind me. Okay, Cheese Mood. Amazing community. This is the second time I've been gifted a sub. Aw, the community is amazing. I agree. Cheese Mood. Let's get you a uh-oh. Let's get you a full art. Glorious Leader. Hamilton once again ruining things. Thanks, Lin-Manuel Miranda. All right, Glorious Leader, Cult Community. Beautiful. The Brujos together. Hamilton the Boar. Dude, I'm telling you. It's shit or get off the pot kind of situation. 1 out of 100, by the way. Cheese Mood, I don't think your odds for a full art look great. But your odds for a Bluebies win do look pretty decent. Did you vote blue? Let's see here. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Can you imagine a full art in that situation? Cheese Moot voted blue. I'm so sorry. But you did get a 420. So, I mean, take Aikilos to the bank for that one, you know? Take Aikilos to the bank on that one. All right. Let's get at least 3 more packs. Freya. Looking for something that wins the Bluebies some shats. 58-59. No more bronze. Why are you hating on me today? Aikilos, after we saw that your first ever... Aikilos, can I dox you a little bit? And by dox you, I mean I'm not actually going to dox you in any way, shape, or form. After Evo scrolled all the way up to the top of your message history on Wednesday, Evo sent. I don't know if you got a DM from Evo, but they sent me the screenshot of the first like 20 messages you sent in chat. Also, they posted your first ever message in the general chat. But I get a message from Evo with like your first 20 messages. And I'm here to roast you about them. I'm kidding. What I sent to Evo directly after receiving that is I said, "Yo," in all caps. God, that's amazing to look back on. Laughing face. There's all these little hints at who he being Ikelos, at who he is before we got to see the whole picture. Eyes welling with tears emoji. Your first messages were all like, "Show you?" Okay, I got you. We're just gonna sit here in the middle of Freya's oh, there you go. I guess I opened it on this screen. It's like, sup bro, first time live stream for me. I'm from YouTube. I'm loving Fallout. I've seen Celeste, Fallout 4, New Vegas, and Skyrim. I've been loving them all. I'm from the Netherlands. Just lots of smiles, lots of hearts. Some, have you played Super Mario Odyssey? I would love to see a Breath of the Wild playthrough. Take your time. Breath of the Wild goes nowhere. Breath of the Wild 2 comes out Q2 of 2023. And then you can't gamble because you're in the Netherlands. This is amazing. Isn't it amazing? It's like it's just like all you know, so much of Ikelos is of the interests and your positivity and your energy are so present in these messages. Just like very quick and happy. Oh, did I hit the button? Where are you guys going? For 2 seconds, I thought we were having an earthquake chat. The whole desk started to sink, and I was like, ah! It's fine. Anyways, isn't that cool? Ikelos? Yeah, Mars, you can scroll up. You can scroll up all the way. It won't tell you what the number of messages is, but you can scroll up. Okay. Just a couple more. Let me go ahead and do that. We're going to get through these packs that I said we would. We're going to get through Snooze pack. Dulan and Snooze. Okay. Even though the timer's running out. How long was Evo scrolling? Like literally hours. 2 days without sleep. Little into partner. And final card. Cult Immunity and gold. What's the best card we've seen today? Probably, I think it was a white. We saw one white frame. All right, Dulan. I want a card so good it makes people start evaluating how much they can trade away for it, or a shit pack. All shit packs. Shit pack, by the way. Willing to trade for Ryan's Adidas hat? Dulan, I will consider sending you a Adidas hat. But you might have to sweeten the pot just a little bit. I'd consider trading my Adidas hat for something. Has to be a used one though? Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna keep the stink in it. You know, you gotta have the stink in it. How many bronzes do you have? Holy shit. Okay, let's get you something good. What you want? Honestly, I was just thinking maybe I could auction off an Adidas hat for charity next time we do a charity stream. Socks of the Wild. Yikes. H to tell your wife. Now that's a positive. Ryan Rookie. He said Ryan's hat, not a hat. Well, the thing is I have multiple. Meg says you don't want the ones on his head? Can I get an exclamation, hey Ryan, except it's just hey Meg? Ryan Rookie in gold. Little into partner in gold. 19 out of 20. All right, final card. Final pack. Let's get you something good here, Snoo. Get you something good. Don't dish out what you can't take. I could probably use some more bronze little into partners. Oh no, how many do you have? Oh shit. You've got 4 bronze little into partners? Hold up 1 second. Honestly, fuck it. I don't even need payment. That seems aggressive. Seems aggressive. Take it seems way aggressive. All right, let's get you a 5th one. I mean, sorry, a 6th one. You've got 5 now, if you want. Let's get you a 6th one. Biblically accurate. Heart the headlights. Exclamation hey Meg should just be Meg, you're absolutely correct. Wow. Mines of Loria. You have too many bronze cards. Finally. Final card. This one's for the Bluebies. Ah. A rare Bluebie lost today. Snoo, I'm sorry for no new little into partner. I'm sorry for no win for the Bluebies. But let's see here. I get one for free, no complaints. Yeah, exactly. It's still a good day. Silver Card Gods was today's number 5 place card. Yes, it was. Yeah, absolutely. That puts us in an even 4,400 cards opened. Random card fact is random. Wow. Wow. All right, let's get some Satisfactory going. I forgot you guys hate it when I sit down early. Okay, I think it was Carly who hated it. Iculo says, check your trades, by the way, Snoo. Check your trades. Meg wants points. I got you. Oh, Meg voted pink. Interesting. That's why you guys didn't get anything. She was rigging the game. I have to imagine sit and lower is better than lower than sit. I mean, that's my thought. I don't want to just stand there as you guys go out of frame and scan down my body. Seems weird to me. That was my thought, too. Heading back to Dark Souls 1. I'll see y'all later. Bye, Kodros. All right, let's play some Satisfactory. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Twitch chat, you can say hi, YouTube, if you'd like. We're playing Satisfactory. We're back to sort of the middle of our nuclear setup. I thought I was going to get nuclear completely set up last time. Turns out there's a little bit more to the process than I could manage in a single stream while also talking too much as usual. But I've got my list of nuclear stuff to get done, and we're going to see if we can't get nuclear power up and running today. Between streams, I did expand our train system a little bit. So we have some empty train stations now that we can use for future things. I upgraded a couple more things to Mark V belts than I had before. And I built a Zoop tube over at our far factory thing. But other than that, I just did some off-camera work, like usual. Akila says, hi, YouTube. Also, small shout-out to Ann and to Pokey for being great helper mods for Slay the Princess and Blue Prince. Yo, that's great. Shout out. Meg, does Ryan talk while watching movies? I think you have you have an incorrect premise to this question. I don't watch movies. Why doesn't YouTube ever say hi to me? The funny thing is, they actually do. It's not every episode, but a lot of people on Twitch chat, in YouTube comments do say, "Hello, YouTube." I promise. It happens. It happens occasionally. Okay, so next on my list is that I need to bus uranium fuel rods. Sorry, I need to make uranium fuel rods on the bus. So we need to take this and put it up on the bus. That's going to mean tearing some of this stuff down. And that's going to mean that's going to mean some radioactive shit in my inventory, which I don't particularly want to do off the top of the dome. So what we're going to do is go over here, build the thing, then tear that down and transfer it. When I think of YouTube getting parasocial with Twitch chatters, it is funny. It's funny when people, it's happened before, people have popped into stream and been like, oh my god, you're the Marzalian. Oh my god, you're the the Tama that Tama is named after. This is gonna be 13. So this is gonna be 13 uranium fuel rods. I've had some ideas about nuclear off camera, by the way, but I'm gonna see how they work out as I go about building. Uranium fuel rods. What we should probably do is just go like that. Uranium. I want it to be 2 lines for reasons, just because I like it that way. Just because I like it that way. The day that one person did say that to me was so funny. I wish I remembered who it was. Yeah. I mean, I feel like people like Ikelos probably, you know, had that a little bit. Like if they watched Celeste before coming to... Especially a lot of the like earlier playthroughs of games where there were not a ton of chatters. Like Mars was a very large presence in chat during Celeste because it was Mars and 2 other people, you know? I recommended some of Ryan's playthroughs to a friend. Aw, that's so sweet of you. He watched some VODs and was like, oh my god, I saw you in the chat. It's like you're famous. I was worried the second half of that was going to be, he hasn't talked to me again since then. It's weird. My friend has gone completely radio silent ever since I recommended to him some YouTube playthrough. That is weird. It's really strange. No, he enjoyed watching you. I mean, he theoretically he did. You never know for sure, though. Okay, so that's going to be... we should do more than one. And we're going to transport the uranium fuel rods that we do have by hand in a way that hopefully won't kill me. By deleting this over here. Go from there. There's a decent amount of Celeste chatters, I thought, but yeah, it was pretty much overbearing. I mean... That's not what I said. I honestly don't ever remember. With early playthroughs, I can't ever remember. I'm like, were there 3 people here, or was it like, you know, a couple more than that? So I don't actually know how many people were here during Celeste. Okay, so that's our uranium. We are radioactive, radioactive. This factory is sponsored by Imagine Dragons. Tactical Fluke says it's like spotting the cult elders, by the way. For me, it was Strawberry for sure with Celeste. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Take those and then take these. Oh, shit. Take these. And then can I chuck that in the output? I can. And then my inventory is freaking... Oh, no. I just realized. Okay, so we need to actually think this through because I just tried to make something. We don't actually have these. We don't actually have ECR. So we should map this out. What are they called again? These. Electromagnetic control rods. Electro control rod is actually what goes here. And then... $14 uranium fuel rod. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. That's all right. Hi, Evo. How's it going? Are you winning? I honestly don't know. I mean, the good news about a game like Satisfactory is I think you only really lose if you give up. Probably. Like, otherwise, I will eventually probably get there. Breaking news, Imagine Dragons sends small-time Twitch streamer a cease and desist letter. Nah, let's be honest. There's no way Copyright ID could get Imagine Dragons from what I sang out loud. There's no way. So we're going to tear these down. Give myself some radiation poisoning. Chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. Done. Beautiful. Okay. So now we need to make... electromagnetic control rods. Eva says it's going all right. Heading to get lunch before a meeting for a final project. Nice. Is this the same project you've been working hard on all week? The only other thing I need to think about is potentially AI limiters. I don't know that I'm actually building them at a fast enough rate. Let's go check that. Chat, what are you guys up to this weekend? Anybody got anything fun planned? I think our one AI limiter is here. Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. Am I using AI limiters at all before this, though? Like on the bus? Because if so, then I need to keep the build right here. It's used in supercomputers? So I am. So I think I'm making those. Either that or I'm not making them yet. I have absolutely no plans, which is how I like it. Yeah, that's the ideal. That's the ideal weekend. I'm going to my first Ren Fair. Yo, are you dressing up? That's awesome. Radio control unit, supercomputer. Okay, so we need to vastly increase. I'm sure we will need to, and I'll write it down right here. More AI limiters. Trying to convince a friend to join in a co-op Blueprints run. Flying to Chicago for a long weekend. Are you seeing family? Are you seeing a friend? Wink, wink. Gonna play my first session of a Warhammer 40k TTRPG called Imperium Maledictum this weekend. Oh, that's great. I mean, so this session what starts Friday night and ends Sunday morning in the wee hours of the morning. It's Warhammer 40k. Isn't that going to take you like 17 hours a pop? I am dressing up. What are you dressing up as? Like, or how are you dressing up for Red Fair? I'm planning on losing many hours to Oblivion Remastered. Okay, so next we need to get the uranium on the bus. Go there. Go there. Sorry, not the uranium, but the, what's it called? What do you freaking call it? Not uranium fuel rods, but like encased uranium. I'm gonna finish Expedition 33. God damn it. God damn people playing games that are good. I can't believe there's a new freaking game out already. I just hopped on the Blueprints guy bandwagon, you guys. Come on. You're not allowed to make new games while I'm still in the process of playing the new popular game. You know? Oh, that was not correct. I'm going to get fitted for a wedding? Oh, my God. Oh, no. I already picked some up on accident. Can I just chuck it in the dimensional depot? I can, apparently. Hell yeah, brother. You can't mess up building belts for nuclear stuff. You guys hear that clicking noise that was happening? That means I'm radioactive. Get used to it. It'll be probably a decent part of today's stream. Radioactive. Ryan, I need more time to play new games. Also, Ryan, on our 600,000 of Satisfactory. Yeah. No, I mean, absolutely. And no fucking regrets either. Please, Ryan, stay out of any article about it. About what? About Expedition 33? Gotcha. Evo is going to dress up as a storm sorcerer vibe, making a rain cloud with an umbrella. And overall, I have a very cloud-like fit. Whoa! You're telling me you went straight for difficulty level and impressive level 8,000 on your Ren Fair fit? I feel like the average person goes to the Ren Fair and they're like, yeah, just going to kind of phone it in, go with a vaguely elven look. In case Urania. So, we'll do that. Which I feel like is the natural and frankly, like, completely understandable way to go about it, you know? Is this going to fit? I need to go to the 4th slot. It is not going to fit. Fuck. I did make some raindrop accessories yesterday, but quit because my hands hurt. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that's committed. That's awesome. I gotta get rid of some of my organic shit. Okay, in case uranium cells are on the belt, meaning we can build uranium fuel rods as soon as we build ECRs, which we can build. For now, we can. Oh my God, I keep forgetting to scan hard drives. Chat, you're supposed to yell at me. Every 10 minutes, yell at me about hard drives. I can't use my timer because I'm using it for something else. You have my permission, chat, to scream at me in 10 minutes about my hard drives. Yell and shout and scream it out. That sounds awesome, Evo. Have fun at the Ren Fair. The other thing we can do while we're here is just craft some power slugs. Because we have randomly... Power shards, sorry. We randomly have a bunch of power slugs on our inventory from grabbing shit. My weekend is going to consist of, we have some family pictures that we've been meaning to have happen since Elle was like 5 months old. Like literally last year in the fall, we bought my mom, quote unquote, the chance to do some family photos with like me and my sister's family all together. And we have not timed it okay and not like managed to time it out. For us to be able to do it together. And we're going to do that on Sunday. We have D&D tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, D&D tomorrow. And what else? What else we got? Story of my life right now is just every weekend I just spend way too many hours on a bike and on my feet running. Training for a race. ECRs are made in assemblers. They're just two items. I should have known that. Did Elle have school pictures? School photos this week. Emma did yesterday. Hoping to get to see them today. No, they actually did school photos, but it was like a couple weeks ago. And we didn't even really know that they were doing them until like a couple days before. But they're the cutest thing of all time. They're the cutest thing of all time. And we like got prints, and we gave them to some of our family already. We're gonna give one to my mom this weekend. I did have the very like stereotypical like, how in the world is our daughter? The like stereotypical parenting experience. I'm like, how in the hell is she this big? Started getting school photos taken. Why is this not like lining up? I guess it is. My grandbaby's already 6 months old. K-Bell. I have a question for you. What would be a good, hypothetically speaking, what would be a good Mother's Day gift for you right now in the specific, like, sort of time of your life that you're in, the stage of your life that you're in right now? Like with a new grandbaby, like what's a good, just asking for a friend. What would your ideal gift be? So that a friend could figure out what would be great for them. Stators and AI limiters. There's rotors. Stators are... Why are these all so goddamn big, and then these are all so small? I just now realized that. It's probably the amount of... typing? Why is the icon so big? Oh boy, I didn't mean to cancel. Best thing for me would be for grandbaby to come visit, LOL. But a physical gift, let me think on it. Cable gets gifts to yarn shops. Okay. Speaking as an uncle, seems like uninterrupted nap time is the best gift, but also near impossible. Megan and I have no idea what to get our moms for Mother's Day. And frankly, I got no idea what to get Meg for Mother's Day, but... okay, so sorry. I needed stators and I needed AI limiters. So... why the fuck is stators? Oh boy. Every time I go to my bus, I find some error on the bus, like the logo is wrong. Okay, so it's that one right there. So we'll do that. Then I need AI limiters, which is there. Trying to think of something non-yarn or non-shark related. Any other chatters getting something for their mom for Mother's Day this year that I could so that my friend could snipe? I think gifts for moms should be something for them, something they enjoy, a craft or a hobby thing. A gift card to salon services, maybe. That's a great idea. I feel like a winner for me in the past has been massage gift cards, because my mom would never pay for a massage for herself. But she has a friend who she has gone to in the past when we've done that she really has, I think, enjoyed, or at least she's reported that she's enjoyed. So that might be. Why did it go up at the last second? Also baked goods. Oh, I'm sorry, Shammy. I'm really sorry. I'm sure this conversation is not particularly easy in that case too. Got my mom a nice collage of photos before. I have done a lot of that. We have done a lot of that type of thing in recent years. And of course, like having a kid now, it makes for a good, it's like a, cheat code is the wrong word, but it's like having a kid, very easy thing to do. Photos of the kid. But I also I feel like you can do that a little bit, and then you sort of then it sort of runs its course. And then they get a little bit older, and then you need new photos, and then you do it again. But let's go ahead and set up over here. We need some splitters. Like, let's do it like there, just for safety. Add power now. Stormy says, I'm with you, Shammy. Lost my mom in 2019. Since I live several thousand miles away, I buy my mom breakfast a la DoorDash with her favorite tulips. Oh, that's so cute, Mona. That's so cute. Here's the problem. I think it was last year. No, I think it was 2 years ago, because last year we were in the middle of having a baby. But like a couple years ago for Mother's Day, we got our moms, both of our moms had moms who were big, like bakers and such. And they had handwritten recipe cards, because it's a different era. And we got both of them cutting boards that had in like, I think it was from Etsy. Yeah, it was certainly from Etsy. That had one of the handwritten recipes sort of like wood burned into the cutting board. And here's the problem. That was an awesome gift. Our moms cried. It was great. I mean, especially like, neither of those grandmas are living anymore, so it was like very special. Awesome gift. Unfortunately, we're not living up to that one ever again, Like that was a big hit. We did set the bar a little high for ourselves. So now I'm like, that's a great problem to have, but I'm like, I have no idea what we do that. We should look at the numbers here. I didn't even think to check them. 4 per minute, 6 per minute. We are chilling. The idea I saw a long time ago was a series of photos of baby wearing one of dad's shirts. A new photo every year in the same shirt. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. One year for Mother's Day, my sister and I recreated photos from our childhood. We did that thing that is like, you know, you've probably seen it on social media where you take like one of your childhood photo shoots and we recreated the photos, and that was pretty fun. Go pretty far here. Let's go to like there. Both my grandmas are big gardeners, so we'd usually gift them plants and help plant them, but when we were too young to help, we'd paint pots for their plants. Yeah. We have tended to do a plant or some plant-related stuff every year around the anniversary of my stepdad's passing, which is in like 2 weeks, which is also, you know, it's in the same like Mother's Day type period. So we're doing what here? 40? No, we're doing 41. So 41 will be... Oh, why did I just do it that way? But I don't know if we will end up doing that this year. Just with the way timing is working out. I think that window is still open for like something plant related. Ryan, I had a good idea you did not acknowledge. Honestly, that happens a lot in chat. Let me scroll up. Plenty of good ideas I don't acknowledge. Ryan, you should recreate the card you made for Meg on stream. With Elle doing the poses. I surprised my mom by visiting. 1 year from several states away. My mom has been disappointed every Mother's Day since. That's funny. Jamie says something family history related that links your child to your mom's mother. Oh, Shammy, that's a good idea. Damn. That is a good idea. We are also, that also makes me think, my mom has and we're actually, this is why when we got the family photo, not the family photos, when we got the school photos taken the other day, that did something really nice for us, which is my mom has, one of the coolest things my mom has in her house is she has one whole wall of her dining room that is, we've hand painted it. Megan and I actually helped her hand paint it probably like 6 years ago now. And it is like a family tree painted on the wall, hand painted on the wall. And then there's frames for every person, like where they are on the family tree. It's not the hard part, honestly, is like keeping people in relation to where they are. Like who they're married to and who their kids are. That part gets really tough. The branches get really tough. So it's more of a like amorphous cloud of family than it is like a, and so married so-and-so, and so married so-and-so. But it is one of the coolest things in my mom's house. We actually had one. She actually had one in her old house too before they moved, which is why we knew we had to do it at this house. Oh, Shammy, that's so funny. We actually did do that. The like clay, like the plaster mold type thing where you push Elle's hand into the ornament. We did that, but it's on our tree. Because actually, we got that as a gift, I'm pretty sure, from my mom. I'm pretty sure my mom got us the gift of, you can like make a Christmas gift from, or make a Christmas ornament from like a piece of plaster. They push their hand in it. It like makes a mold. Yeah, ours worked okay. Electro control rods. Like, I'm happy we did it. It was a little, the like setup of it was a little, it ended up working less clean than I thought, but if anybody else ever needs a gift idea, we didn't regret. We don't regret having it. Okay, so that should finish ECR. It's building at a tiny rate. We're, of course, going to need to improve that at some point. But for now, we could definitely move on to uranium fuel rods, I think. 1 second, chat. Ryan, has it been 10 minutes? I don't know. Guys, we have to be quiet. Pretty sure there's a solicitor at my door. I don't want him to know that I'm home. Despite the no soliciting sign at our front door. It has been 10 minutes. Thank you, thank you. Let's be very quiet. Why? What's he going to do? I don't know. I don't like being perceived. Surely there's enough time to ask Mars and Carly to write and illustrate a book for your mom. Brother, you're a streamer, WTF. Right, but that's on my terms. Surely it cannot be outside of the realm of your imagination to imagine that I prefer this over that. Surely. Sorry, your friend's mom. Thank you, Eva. Thank you. Cool. These take encased industrial beams and electromagnetic control rods. So, we've got... It's been... Encased industrial beams are here. Excellent. I've started telling solicitors we're selling the house if they surprise me at the door. Here's my question to you. Do you think there is any benefit to potentially... I've never done it, but I've always wanted to. Do you think there's any benefit to being rude to a solicitor? And being like... So here's my normal go-to, right? Somebody comes to the door. First off, I bought a little sticker. Right beside the door. No soliciting. That hasn't done shit as far as I'm concerned. Then again, I don't know. Maybe it has stopped people from coming to our door and being like, hey, we just treated your neighbor's lawn for this weed. We'd be happy to give you a quote on doing it for your house. Or, hey, we just painted your neighbor's. Or, hey, we just did your neighbor's roof. The no soliciting, I don't know for a fact that it hasn't stopped anyone, because maybe it has stopped someone. There's no reason to be rude. They're just doing their job. But hear me out. Here's the thing I don't... Normally, they come, they start their spiel. They're trained in the way of starting their spiel so that you really can't get in, hey, I'm not interested, unless you stop them in the middle of speaking and be like, I'm not interested. Thank you. Like, you have to be pushy enough to say I'm not interested early. Otherwise, you have to listen to 5 minutes of the spiel. It's the way they're trained. I'm not mad at them about it. I am mad at the companies. Here's my thought. And I want to know if anybody's done it, and I want to know if it does anything. Thoughts on saying, hey, I'm not interested. Please do not solicit at our house again. Please take us off your company's list. Thoughts? Is take us off your company's list any sort of help? Is that actually going to help, or is that just going to, like, placebo effect? It's stern, but it gets the job done? I think you have to be stern. That's the shit that makes me so mad about it, is that they're sort of playing on your general goodwill so that you have to be sort of firm and stern in order to get them to leave you the fuck alone. I think it should be prosecutable if somebody comes to my door. If I have a no soliciting sticker outside, then I think you should be prosecuted if you aren't the fire department coming to my door. You know? That's how I feel. Like, I think it should be finable for sure. I was gonna say jail time, but that seems a little rough. I think you should get fined. Any idea on whether or not a, like, take me off your company's list, don't come to our door again? Any idea on whether or not that's actually effective? My thought is that it would be rude and not effective. Waste as much of their time as you can, but here's the thing. It's your time, too. What is that Mary Oliver poem? Be sure you're wasting their time, but it's your one precious life, too. And I'm not about to spend any of my one precious life wasting somebody else's time. We both lose. Absolutely, Burrito. I think that's great advice. You have to break through to the human, say, hey, I understand you're just doing your job, but I can't be, like, I'm just no. But I'm in the sanctity of my home. I'm so mad that they're asking me to be human like that, you know? I don't want to be human. I just want to be a little gremlin. I just want to be a little streamer gremlin. I want to sit in my house. I want no one to ever come to my door unless they, like I said, unless the house is on fire. Like, I don't want anybody to come to my door. My husband used to have a door-to-door sales job. They had to go yearly to get licenses to solicit, meaning they could ignore the sign. The signs do nothing? What the... That's it. I'll vote for anyone for president as long as they outlaw that shit. Okay, so that gives me some radioactive stuff. Okay, we got 2 of these back to back. This is bad. I'm on fire. I'm on radioactive fire. Take that. Take that. Put it in your inventory. Take it. Put it. Get it out of my inventory. Get it out. I don't want to be on fire. All right, let's see here. We got to do these side by side, which is about to suck. But the way he tells it, they hate it too. I believe that. I mean, I'm sure someone out there enjoys it, which is really fucked up, but... Use the reverse psychology too. Not sure what the equivalent would be in this situation, but the type where you are on a train, only free seat is next to you. When someone approaches, you pat the seat and say, "Ooh, please sit here." They never will? Wait a second. What? Are you doing that? Did you just unlock the forbidden tech on a plane? Trying not to get sat next to? Pat the seat next to you and say, "Ooh, please sit here"? Does that work? That's terrifying. kind of like it. Yeah, the equivalent of that would be like opening your front door, just grinning largely and being like, oh, please come in. Please come in. I've been begging for somebody to come to the door today. Would work on a plane too in less assigned seats. What do you think? I fly Delta? What kind of person do you think I am? Flying Delta? Solicit me. Okay. That's uranium fuel rods being built. So here's the thing. I don't think uranium fuel rods we are going to need to keep on the belt. I think this is one of the rare things not used in anything. So now we get to do something exciting, which is we get to build drones that is going to take this shit away. How I probably want to do this is do merger here. No need for a dimensional depot. Go this way. Hit them back with your Patreon link. If you can solicit, I can solicit back. Oh my God. If they solicit to me, I can go, listen, I'm willing to hear your pitch, but only after you become a $5 a month Patreon member. Can we do business? No? Okay. Slam the door. I love that. That's a great idea. I'm going to need you to pay, like you need to pay to play. Ask for $100 a month. Well, I couldn't do that. That'd be crazy. Yeah, ask for pay to play. It's pay to play for sure. I love that. Okay, so I am imagining the next, like, oh shit, about fell off the edge. I'm imagining the next, like, version of our factory, the evolution, I should say, of the factory is a little something like this. We're gonna need drones, and I actually have plans for doing drones down on the bottom level of the factory as well. We'll talk more about that later. I'll write it on the list. This drone port, we need outgoing. This is going to be uranium fuel rods out. Requires fuel, which is new, which I did not realize. Can you use uranium fuel rods for fuel? And then we're going to need to chuck this in. Gonna need fuel, so we're gonna need to find a way to bring fuel up here. Ryan, your ma'am, it's been 10 minutes. Oh my God, you're a genius. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, start another timer. I once bought a painting out of the back of someone's van when they stopped at my garage sale. Kind of a pro gamer move of them. Oh my God, they fleeced you. Wow. So it needs power. What else do you need? You need power, you need fuel. What do you need? An allowance? Jesus Christ. Destination is going to be some other place. Fuel is weird. Fuel is very weird. I think what we might need to do is, let's figure it out. On the bottom, my thought is on the very bottom floor, let's put a drone hub where we fly in the fuel that we make over on the plastic area. And then We can also fly in stuff that might be of interest to us, like, I don't know what else. We should at least fly in fuel. That way I always have fuel at my base, like turbo fuel. To do that, we could just build a series of drones out here. If we ever need other things that we need to report directly to basically like our hub area, we could just do it that way. If I flew in fuel here, I could also then add it to the bus that I could then feed other ports with. Could be an idea. Hi, Logan. How's it going? The one time somebody showed up to stream to actually ask what the docket was for the day, and one of our moderators had changed it to Freaky Fact. Let's go, Evo says. Let's go. All right, gonna cut smooth. Happy Friday, brother. Happy Friday to you. No, you. No, you. Sometimes I get aggressive with somebody wishes me a happy Friday. You just turn it back on them. No. I won't have a happy Friday unless you have a happy Friday. You can't solicit to me unless you join my Patreon. No, you. Happy Friday. Take it. Okay, so then my thought is, let's go empty our inventory. Over here, we'll chuck some drones. Boom, boom, boom. Good stuff. That's got to be under transportation. I forgot I actually have to build the... Wait, now how's this going to work? Are you going to feed yourself with fuel? How does this work? Are you going to feed yourself with fuel? What? Yeah, I dropped it. Is this an Ouroboros of fuel consumption? Sometimes I change the docket and it's never used, so it's never seen, or stream gets canceled. I love that. I'm a huge fan of whenever the mods take some sort of like creative license. I think you deserve it. Like, as long as you're interested in the idea of it. Like, I like encouraging the mods to like do shit with the mod overlay, change commands, quote, all that jazz. You love that it's not seen. I love that my mods work hard and then nobody sees their efforts. Yeah, absolutely. Big fan of that. Huge fan. I always think I'm doing too much. Oh, Tony. No, it's perfect. I mean, when you do it, it's perfect. When Mara doesn't, but, you know. No, I'm like, you guys are, you guys have been in the show for a long time. Like, you deserve to, you know what's funny as well as I do a lot of times. Let's delete this drone port. I don't know that we need that one. We're going to do it in a different way. Unless doing it right there is actually better. Be doing it there. No, because we need to belt stuff. So this is actually worse. God, it is dark as shit. Damn. One of my old students would say, "Happy Friday," every Friday morning when I first greeted him, and now his specific cadence is what I always think of with that phrase. That's cute. This is going to be fuel in. I do need to build drones, I guess. So drone you. How much do drones cost in terms of... I've got plenty to make all this shit, right? I need some portable miners, actually. Why the fuck does it take portable miners? That's a over here kind of situation. Oh, baby. I'm thinking of, for those who are paying attention to the satisfactoriness of this stream. I'm basically thinking drones for stuff that I don't need to move in necessarily large quantities, but I do need to sort of shuttle around for my personal use or for very weird specific use cases, like uranium fuel rods to the fuel. Like, I'm not going to be taking a ton of fuel rods to the nuclear plants. I might end up training the waste away from the fuel plants. Having fuel delivered to me seems great. Having canisters delivered to places where canisters are needed seems great. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Dave, wake up! New form of counting just dropped. Damn. Have you guys seen those? They have chatbots that will, like, I think our chatbot would probably do it. It'll comment on if chat says the same thing a number of times in a row. If 3 people say damn, it'll be like, damn count 3. But I think it would interrupt the list, you know? Like, I think it stops the combo, you know? Okay, that's that. Done. So... fuel, let's just chuck some of that in there. You're going to be our thingy. Outbound, you're going to deliver some fuel. Probably all the way. To the bus. Go from there. Okay. That's encased uranium. This one is... this one is electro. Yeah? Then... $42 is currently empty. So I think we would just do it here. Damn it, Ryan, what's going on? Oh, my bad. I did have mod overlay off. You're right. Damn! We do need to figure out a way. Unfortunately, the way that we discovered was really sort of high tech, but I was gonna say we do need to figure out a way for you guys to just have control of like turning the overlay itself on and off. Actually, I don't really think that's the problem, because I think the problem is you guys do the overlay for Pokemon and then you forget to turn it off, and then I'm like, why the fuck is is this here? And I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta turn that off myself. I think it's limited to your OBS. Yeah, I have like an on or off switch, and you can turn it on or off via Streamlabs. I always turn Pokemon off. This is slander. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think that's true. I'm using my L voice. I don't know. Tony Slander. Put a smart splitter here. Oh my god, that was terrifying to look at. Overflow to the right. No, not overflow. Right is any. Center is overflow. So it shall go here first, overflow this way. And make sure it's got fuel. Oh, Tony. I mean, I think it's only literally happened once. But when the mod overlay is off, it's because I was getting ready for stream and I saw that it was on. And I turn it off so that... now I'm just making sure it's on. And then I turn it off so that we don't start stream with it on. But I think I have done it a couple times. At least once. Apparently. Oh, ma'am time? Sorry. Ma'am time, my bad. How many more we got left? Let's go. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. One left after this. So 20 minutes. My mom sent me a package of hot Cheetos and Korean barbecue pork jerky, among other things. I'm so happy. Okay, so now we need to go to... We should probably just do this right now. Let's do two things. One, let's add... floor like 14 or 15 is going to be empty canisters. $15. If empty canisters. Honestly, when I misspell stuff, I'm just like, fuck it. Let's leave it. So we'll come back for that. That we can come back for later. Let's go on the train over to our plastic and rubber and get a drone set up for that shit over there. Damn. I have to bounce. Glad I caught early stream. If you do recipes, your grade from me is a B-. You haven't even done the recipes yet. What do you mean? I got a B- no matter what? Well, why am I even coming to class? Wow. Bye, Perito. I didn't even take the test. That's a fine grade, but I could do better than that, I think. Probably, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Now I'm starting to second guess myself. Rubber out. Or plastic out. One of the two. Bye, Perito. Chat, now the burrito is gone, what is a burrito? Like, what does a burrito salad mean? A salad made of burritos? What is that? Is it like a pear meets a Cheeto? A B- is like an 8 out of 10? Yeah, and I deserve at least a 9 out of 10. Why'd you go red there? That was weird. Is there a train I couldn't see? It's an economic term for like 80-20. It's just like a... It's a 4/5 salad? 80% greens, 20% cherry tomatoes. Burrito was the dude who said a stats thing. Burrito distribution. Oh boy, I took high school stats forever ago. What else do I remember from statistics? It's a Gaussian curve? No, wait. That's Gaussian blur from Photoshop. Never mind, that's something different. Gaussian distribution? Is that statistics? Probably something else. All right, so when Burrito comes back, we're all going to make stats jokes, by the way. We're just going to all act like we all knew that. None of us had to Google it. We all knew what was going on, no matter what. I don't know enough about stats to joke about them. Ooh, so you do not have a, like, statistically significant handle on statistics jokes too. Dang, okay. We should check on all this shit, by the way. The awesome sink is still running. Plastic and rubber are still coming into it. That's all good. Some red over there. I don't know why. I don't think anything here should, like, break. Why are you red, though? You're what? You're doing what? You don't even have an output. What's happening here? What the fuck? Now he's noticed? How long has this been the case? That's honestly part of our power problems. I missed 3 of our plastics. And no output either. I couldn't tell you. It's been a while. It's part of the blind playthrough, yeah. I just assumed it was a, like, you don't have the fuel for it kind of situation, but... Wow, okay. Interesting. I mean, I don't think I do have the fuel for it, actually. We should check that because I don't have enough fuel for this one half the time. But the... Okay. So let's just go ahead and residual plastic. We'll fix this real quick. That one's already doing it. No, 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 no. I don't need residual plastic. Wait, wait, what? I need, I just need plastic. Shit. Okay. There we go. Whoops. These are Mark 1 belts. Fine. Oh. It's funny. I do always, I'm sure there are a lot of things like that in the, a lot of just like broken things in the factory that you guys have seen that haven't been able to tell me about. I will say I actually found something broken in the factory while I was going through and making everything in the vertical bus when I was going through and making everything Mark V. I found a place I had like messed up a smart splitter's settings in a way that meant that these should be Mark V now, 100%. In a way that meant that I don't think the dimensional depot would have worked, but you got distracted when you were building this, then you went away and did not finish. Gotcha. I still think there's an issue with the... Let's go look, actually. I don't think we're even going to have... Like, these should all turn yellow because we're not going to have the oil for it. Yeah. But that could be we just need more pumps. Let's go look. Let's go look. I love getting distracted by something you're fixing. Like I've been saying, Megan is playing Shapes with the Z, her first ever factory game, and she is so... It's so funny how often I'll like come say hey, and I'll be like, oh my god, you're having the prototypical like playing your first factory game moment right now, aren't you? You're like, okay, so this thing is extracting faster than our pumps can make it go, I think. Like it's pausing extracting because there's too much in the pipe, but then we know that's not the case because stuff in the pipe is not, because machines at the other end of the pipe are not running. Let's solve fluid dynamics. People say this game's fluid dynamics are way too hard to understand. No, they're not. Here's how you understand fluid dynamics in this game. More pumps. Got distracted in the middle of a Meg story. Sorry. The whole story is just that Megan just is having her first, like, prototypical factory game playthrough, and she's just like, I'm like, oh, dude, use more blueprints. Use more blueprints. And she's like, why would I use more blueprints? Every single time I go back to, like, revisit a thing I built 5 minutes ago, I'm faced with the knowledge that my past builds are dog shit, and I would be a fool to blueprint them. Instead, let me just rebuild better. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, I mean, that's true. When you're like first playing a factory game, you're like, every new build you do is a better build than the last one. So why would you ever blueprint something? Because it's all like the odds of you rebuilding it and making it better are 100%. Mama just killed a man. All right, I got you. That was clever. Thank you. Luke, are you a how far into shapes are you, Luke? Okay, last one. 10 more minutes. Mama. Random life tip, don't wait until you're out of ADHD meds to request a refill from the doctor. Unrelated, I'm suffering. Oh no, dude. That sucks. Pump right there, right? Still waiting on oil. You're waiting on oil. Not good. Is it really unrelated, though, or is Luke lying to our face? I'm at level 17 in shapes. I haven't been playing as much lately. Okay. I honestly don't know a ton about what that means, but 17 is a high enough number that I'm just going to assume you know what you're doing. Luke, is the math in shapes weird? Megan was trying to get me to look over one of her builds to be like, hey, why isn't this, like, working out to, like, a full belt? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, and I tried doing the math for her, and I was like, wait, your math is weird. Like that. Like, I think the game is saying that should be a full belt of something, but it's not. That does seem weird to me. Is the math in shapes weird? We're just going to add all these power lines, and then it's not going to work the way we want it to, which is unfortunate. Because we're still having supply issues somehow. I didn't get what counts as weird, TBH. It definitely confuses me sometimes. The experience Megan was having, / I was having, is we were like, so 4 machines at like 0.3 per second? Shouldn't that be 1.2? And then it's randomly like 1.1. And you're like, what? Phone processor isn't good enough, maybe. I will say she's playing on her iPad, and I did have the thought, is it possible that the iPad's frame rate is having issues Like the lag. Like I know how important lag is in games that constantly calculate like tick rates, like factory games, like for Factorio. Does the 0.3 actually mean 0.3333? I don't think so. But I don't know. I basically have looked over her shoulder for like 20 minutes in shapes, and I'm like, that doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but I don't know enough about the game to like to know why, or to really be able to test this for you, frankly. I don't know why this isn't working. You're half empty. Why are you half full? Half full, half empty. Why? Oh my god, we found it. You motherfucker. One tiny little slice of part of pipeline Mark 1. Oh, it felt too much like this was a, I don't know if this will work if it's blue, or if it's gold, so I'm nervous. Like this was an issue with throughput. It says, oh yeah, I can never hit the actual max belt speed when I try to. I'm always a little short. Sometimes things slow down the belts even though mathematically they shouldn't. I'm going to literally take a photo of that and send it to Meg, because that is going to be such a relief to her. Because it'll be like, well, we did the math to make it exactly 4 items per second. But then it's like 3.9. And the belt will never hit 4. And I'm like, but a satisfying factory would be, I don't know. I need to play shapes myself. I need to like do a playthrough, because it looks fun. And by fun, I mean it looks like Factorio in a different way, which I love Factorio, so that is fun for me. But you know what I mean? I hate that the game doesn't just let you upgrade everything in sight. Yeah, I also agree. That would be very satisfactory. Okay, so these are yellow. Let's see if they get any better. It's possible there's more of those issues. Still yellow. These are pipeline Mark 1s. We should maybe just make them all Mark 2s, right? Could possibly go wrong with that. Maybe it's a perk you still need to find. It could be. I suppose it could be. I suppose, like, upgrade everything in sight could be a thing I don't have access to yet. I highly doubt it, but I feel like it would have been on the... Okay, we need time to watch this play out, because the extractor itself is going to be running more constantly now. Any plans to play Factorio Space Age? No plans, but a very strong desire. I will play Space Age at some point. I don't know if I'll do it on Twitch or on YouTube or something. Like, I don't really know what the deal will be, but I will play it 100%. Okay. That's going. I have too much love for Satisfactory not to. Sorry, chat. I'm focusing. Focusing. Mark 2. Flow rates are a little lower, but that's okay at this rate. I mean, this one should be, I think this one right here should be basically 300. I think we've used 300. This one should be basically 300. If this one is, it's not, it's 270. But then it goes up to 3 something. So maybe it averages out to around 300. If it does, then we should get most of the pipes, or most of the machines down the line should work eventually. They may have to like, maybe it's pumping overflow into the first few machines first. That's Mark 1. It shouldn't matter to make it Mark 2, but we will anyways, just because we're extra like that. Apply Mark 2. Mark 2. Why do I care about this, by the way? This in no way, shape, or form affects my... A lot more green! Let's go! I mean, it affects my power output, but in no way, shape, or form does this really affect my factory. It's not important, but... Let's go! Let's go. Okay. Good stuff. Maddie Lad, have you played Space Age yet? Factorio Space Age? Okay, so we need to delete. We're going to need a drone to bring empty canisters, and we're going to need a drone to leave with packaged turbo fuel. I know in Factorio you get issues with inserter swing time and timing that keep you from full throughput, and that's why you never use inserters. Yeah, I feel you. You mentioned frame rate. I can say that my belts are faster than my frame rate can allow now because they look like they're moving backwards when they're full. I don't think it would be a huge limiter in calculations. Dora Ding, hello. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is, I know I've said this a number of times, but it does just feel so validating for me to have Megan really enjoying and like feeling the deep hunger that comes with playing her first factory game. Like the other day, like I wanted to hang out and watch Game Change or watch some, you know, Dimension 20 content last night. And Megan was like, oh, yeah, we should absolutely do that early in the day. And then evening came around, and she found herself on the couch playing Shapes instead. And the evening escaped us. And by the end of the evening, she'd played Shapes, and we'd run out of time to watch D20. And I was like, this is great. I feel very validated that, you know, somebody who I know and love, but who has never really felt the hunger for a factory game before, where you just have to keep trying to solve the problem that you're trying to solve repeatedly until she felt it, and I was like, oh yeah, let's go. This is how I feel about games like this. Actually go a little bit further over. Manilad says I had 300 hours in base game plus mods after beating Space Age. I'm at 975 hours? Oh boy. I'm a little worried that I won't. I don't know if I will end up playing Factorio on stream. Every time I play a uh-oh, this is interesting. I'm going to need to ask a front seat question in chat in just a second. But until then, I need to get this idea off my... I need to say the thing I was going to say, or else I'll never say it. Every time that I play a factory game on stream, I feel like I am, in a way, sort of testing, in a very serious way, testing the goodwill of the very kind members of this cult who have no interest in factory games themselves. Because it's always like, for like a couple streams, they're like, so now what's going on in this game again? And then that's for like 2 streams. And then for about 30 to 60 streams after that, they're like, oh yeah, I haven't had an idea in a long time. I'm never going to know. But I am hanging out for a little while right now. Like I am still hanging out here. So every time I play a factory game on stream, I feel a little bit like I'm taking a risk. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to enjoy it. Some people who like the game are going to enjoy it. And everybody else, we're going to ask them to be very patient. And they're very kind and nice and patient, which is great. But I don't ever want to, like, you know, my goal on stream is not to test their patience forever. My goal is to entertain people. So every time I play a factory game, I feel like I'm getting away with something just a little bit. Okay. Everybody else gets free shots for being here. That's true. You do get free shots for being here. Okay. I have a front seat question. And I need to think about exactly how to answer it. Or how to ask it, sorry. If I have a drone running between 2 stations, hypothetically, if I had a drone running between this drone port right here and my drone, and my, so right here where I'm standing, and a drone running over here to my base. If I had drones running between those 2 locations, and that was the only trip that the drone did, am I going to be okay to only insert fuel at one of the 2 ports? Yes or no? Let's go. That was my hope and my prayer. The drones run on fuel, but I can't fuel them at every location because that would be insane. Unless you could assume that you can, like, unless I could, like, lock one of the slots on the actual drone for carrying fuel for the drone, I couldn't do it. But instead, I need to have 2 stations, 1 drone that runs between them, and it fuels on that end, deposits here, fuels on that end, or vice versa. But thank you. Thanks, chat. New PlayStation is set up. Blueprints is downloaded. Oh my god, Danny. Let's go. Let's go. Factorio might be the second factory game I play once I beat Satisfactory a year from now. Mamma Mia? Oh my god! Is it exam time? Oh no. Now I'm nervous. Okay. Hard drive fucking scanned, by the way. We're out of hard drives. That's great. We should probably do one of these when we get a chance, but we still can't do so much of this. Some of it doesn't really matter. We could do that one, actually. A nuke Nopolis. We could make that right now. Okay. F for inefficient disposal of materials. It would not approve. All right, time to check out some alternative recipes. Chat, welcome to literally probably 20 minutes of nothing making sense if you aren't very deep in the Satisfactory rabbit hole. I almost said Satisfactorio. Take a walk, take a piss, take a drink, deep breaths. If I don't look at chat for the next 10 minutes, that's why. Alternative recipes. Spoiler chat, get ready to give me a grade. Encased industrial pipe. This is pipe that is normally made from beams. Sorry. This is encased industrial beams that are normally made from pipe and concrete. Normally made from beams and concrete, now made from pipe and concrete. That is interesting because beams are much cheaper. No, sorry, much more expensive to make. So this saves you a lot of steel. How much steel exactly? It saves you, rather than 12 steel ingots per 1 encased industrial beam, you instead use 3. That is a quarter of the steel. It requires basically the same products, concrete. You don't have to add a new thing. Concrete and steel. And it produces at a slightly higher rate, but it saves you a fuck ton of steel. I am probably going to take that no matter what. That seems amazing. Alternate is instant scrap. We have an excellent solution for scrap that I do not need to bother with. I'm going to take this. We're locking it in. Hold up. I'm pulling up Excel. We're locking in alternate, encased industrial pipe. Locking it in. I need to select it, and then I need to say over here, change encased industrial beam recipe, because that seems amazing. All I looked over is Ikelos said fuck you mods, and then his message got deleted. Ikelos is going rogue. All right, there's one done. You can't silence me. Ikelos, if you keep typing, I will never play Tears of the Kingdom. No pressure. A whole community. You also can't silence me, bro? All right. Well, add some days to the timer. Ikelos fully just called my bluff. There's no way I'm not doing that. Fully called my bluff there. That's great. Okay, so we've got... Bluff has been called. Okay. Compacted steel ingot. Rather than... Oh, my God. Are we about to make so much better, so much more steel? Wait. Wait, but it's fucking dog shit, though. But it's dog shit. It's so slow. 10 per minute? As compared to 45 per minute? So normally to make steel ingots, you take 3 iron, 3 coal. Make 3 steel ingots. This takes 2 iron, 1 coal. Makes 4. So rather than 1 to 1, you're at 150%. You're at rather take 1 iron, make 1 I'm talking from the iron perspective. Coal is also important. This kind of would be nice. I kind of want to take this and then play around with it. I want to take this as a possibility. Because you chuck power shards in it, and 10 per minute becomes 25 per minute, which is still bad compared to 45, but does take half as much iron per ingot and a quarter as much. It's something like a quarter as much coal per ingot, too. Rather than 1 to 1 for coal, it's 1 to 4. That seems very valuable, but the speed would be the hiccup that you have to work around. Steel is a problem for me. Speaking of steel, though, molded beam. 4 steel ingots to make 1 beam is the normal. However, in this, you can make it much faster. If you take 24 to 9, which is a better rate, that's like 2.5 to 1 rather than 4 to 1, and add a bunch of concrete. And it's faster. Between the two of these, I am more interested in this, I think. Mostly because of the cleanliness of the build. It's the same ingredients done at a different rate. It just means you have to dedicate more space to your foundries. That's not that bad. This one, all of a sudden I got to add concrete. It happens way faster, which is dope. But that's a lot of concrete. God, this is so slow, though. Holy shit. Okay, you can do stuff like this, right? Sorry, so at 250, you're looking at... It's nice that they let you do this math. I think I'm going to lock in compacted steel ingot. What the hell is going on with the overlay, by the way? What the fuck? 10 minutes and counting, chat? What does that mean? That hasn't been up there for 10 minutes, has it? Hi, Cassie. How's it going? It's been growing for 10 minutes? Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to lock in compacted steel ingot. That is my final answer. Who wants to be a millionaire? I think it just makes more sense to me. My gut tells me compacted steel ingot. Between the two of those, we have just potentially gotten a lot better for steel stuff. Oh, boy. I just made these. I just made electromagnetic connection rods. I called them control rods, by the way. Oh, no. Wait, that is the name. I forgot that it does this thing. Okay. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Tony was deleting messages until I saw it. This is normally made with 3 stators, 2 AI limiters at a rate of 8 per minute. 3 to 2 in terms of stators. This is 2 to 2. That's fine. But you have to use a high-speed connector, which requires all kinds of shit that I don't know if this is particularly worth it. But it's also a higher up in the production ladder. Like, it's higher up in the pyramid of things. It's higher up the bus is one way to think of it, which means all of the stuff that I've plugged into it, it's harder to do the math on one high-speed connector. What is that worth to me versus 2 AI limiters? So it's just kind of difficult. Speaking of high-speed connectors, add silica, get rid of cable. Make them at basically the same rate. Add silica, get rid of cable. Cable is actually kind of tough for me to make at the rates that I want it. So I think this could be fine. Super happy it's Friday. It's Friday. Got any weekend plans, Cassie? My instinct is towards this, just because it's a simple switch. Silica for cable. The problem with cable right now, for me, we should do it this way. We should go here, go here. The thing is, I think I've fixed my I've quote-unquote fixed my cable by coming up with different ways to make it than in the 2 copper wire to 1. This copper wire is made from 1 ingot. So it's like 1 copper ingot to 1 cable. I don't fucking know, dude. Cable is a confusing mess to me right now. I should probably be reading through all of these and then coming back and playing them against each other, but I do not have the brain capacity to do that. There's fucking 15 of them. Let's take this one. I like it. I'm locking in silicon high-speed connector. That's 3. Insulated crystal oscillator. I don't like it when it's higher up the food chain. Reinforced iron plate cable. Made slower. No. Okay. This is made faster. Requires rubber rather than cable. AI limiter rather than... I don't think that's good for us right now because we have a dog shit AI limiter thing. We should probably fix that, but... I don't think that's particularly good for us, is my instinct. Steel ingot made from 2 iron ingots and 2 copper. Sorry, 2 coal. Currently, that is... Oh boy, that's like our compacted steel ingot in terms of the like... It's better for iron. It's way faster. I still think compacted steel ingot is amazing if you just overclock the shit out of it. So I don't think I want to pick that one. I'm going to rescan. This one's made with petroleum coke, which means it's an instant no from me. Which means I'm probably going to be stuck picking cheap silica, which I am not into. I think I might have just gotten an F on this one in particular. I do not care about silica. I have silica coming out my asshole. Oh boy, but I guess we're picking it. Rip. Ryan has his math hat on now. Oh, coated iron canister. Versus flexible framework. Well, that's a little old for that one. I don't know that we need versatile framework anymore. We might, but I don't know. Rubber instead of more steel. I like canisters being...
I knew it smelled like poop in here.
Yo! Totally average gamer with the raid. Hello. Oh my god, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are currently lost in the sauce with more alternate recipes than we know what to do with. I'm trying so hard to figure out what makes sense for me. And try and figure out what and chat is currently basically secretly grading me on how I do. How's it going? How was your stream? I've been seeing that you've been streaming a ton of Satisfactory. Are you just like a Satisfactory pro? All recipes are great. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're great, but they stress me out. As a first-time gamer, as a person who's playing it blind, I am stressed by alternate recipes. I feel like they're the kind of thing that your second time through, amazing. Lots of strategy involved. First time through, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know what's right. Etc., etc., etc. Welcome in, friends. If you're brand new here, if you're popping in from Totally Average Gamers' amazing stream, my name's Ryan. I play games in a specific way, which is on this channel, which is that we play games blind, aka with no outside help, with no wikis, no help from chat. We have a pretty quote-unquote strict no backseating rule, all for the sake of allowing me to sort of play the game without inside influence, to make beautiful mistakes, hilarious mistakes, very dumb mistakes, critical mistakes. We've been working on nuclear today. We're setting up drones. I say all of that to say, welcome in. I'm currently working to complete phase 4. I'm not all that close. Thanks for coming by with the raid. And if you're going to hang out here, please do me the solid. Please do me the favor of keeping your comments very free of any information, even like hints at all about how to play the game, or what's better or what's worse, or if my rhetorical questions are correct or incorrect. But welcome in. Totally Average Gamer says I got to go make an important phone call. Thank you. Thanks so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Rassis. How's it going? Hello, hello. Sorry. I'm trying to read chat. Hi, Fatboy004. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I hope you guys had a great stream with Totally Average Gamer. If you're a Totally Average Gamer watcher, can I ask you a question? Does Totally Average Gamer go by Totally Average Gamer, or like TAG, or like Brian, or like Blake, or like Bradley, or like we call him TAG? Do you say tag or do you say TAG? Only B names, by the way. I call him tag? Okay. Good to know, good to know. I like how simple currently our canisters are. I really like it. Our current canisters are just a couple plastic. That's fine. I guess we're going to rescan. Let's rescan. I don't really want to do this one. Maybe we'll need this for something else, but... Call him tag? Okay. Tag, you're it? Perfect. Thanks, Jamie. We call it indigestion poopy head. That's not true. But you can if you'd like. Recycled rubber. What the fuck is this? Fuel? Fuel and plastic to make more rubber? I don't know. I mean, I guess. Quartz crystal made from... Is that petroleum coke? It's just coal. Okay, okay. That could be useful if we ever do quartz crystal. I think that's probably a bad recipe, but we're gonna take it. I'm not winning with these re-rolls. Spoiler chat, are you guys keeping up with my grade? Or do I need to slow down? Let's go all the way to the bottom. Crystal computer versus classic battery. I still haven't built a battery. That's actually good. It means I can What? Batteries take a luminous solution? Are you shitting me right now? Okay, well, we're going to be taking this classic battery then, because I don't want to do that, ever. My aluminous solution is literally tied up in a perfect working system. It's like I put my aluminous solution in one of those like terrariums that's going to last for 500 years. We call Ryan dingus. Well, you do, but that's true. You do. Okay, we're going to take a classic battery because we need a classic battery. We need a battery that is not... Do we have any other batteries? We need a battery that does not involve a luminous solution. This one takes copper wire, fine, plastic, fine, all clad, fine, and sulfur, which we would have to figure out what to do to get that on the bus, but that's fine. Is it faster or slower? It's also faster. We're taking that. Done. Okay. Leached copper ingot. Takes sulfur. Sulfuric acid, sorry. It makes a lot of copper. Or we could do electrode circuit board. Whoops. Does that take coke? That takes coke. How many backups do I have for copper ingots? 1 to 1, or 6 to 15, or 9 to 22? Let's rescan. What a slip, by the way. Recycled plastic. This is the same as recycled rubber. Coated cable takes heavy oil residue. We're just not going to use so many of these. A world in which I use heavy oil residue and copper wire to make that is... We might as well make recycled plastic, dude. I don't fucking know. We'll take recycled plastic. The amount of times I'm doing an alternate recipe and it just doesn't make sense, like there's just no good answer for me personally, that's how it feels. Water and heavy oil residue to make diluted fuel. Currently, we use every... Oh, this is actually good. We could take water, add it to our current production, and make more fuel, which means more power. So that actually could be really useful if we decide to do it. Currently, we make it at 40 per minute. We could make it at 100 per minute. We could double. We could 2.5. We could 250%, basically, the residual fuel into plain fuel. I think we have to take that. That seems great. Let's do that. Okay, I think we have 5 left. Bye, Cassie. Have a great weekend. No, you. No, you. Almost done, chat. I know this is a marathon. This whole game is a marathon. It's an ultra marathon, but we're getting there. Caterium wire, made from caterium ingots rather than copper ingots. At 120 per minute, 1 to 8. Rather than... Okay. Adhered iron plate. We have no iron plate, reinforced iron plate alternate recipes. This I don't think is a particularly good one. For us personally, it requires me taking rubber and putting it somewhere else in the entire factory, but could be useful for our bus if we need more reinforced iron plate for something. I think these are both fine. You know what I kind of want to do? Okay. I've got 6 left. I think this means we're halfway. Spoiler chat. Do you have a grade for me right now? If I had to ask, would you be able to come up with one? Maybe we could do like a halfway grade and then and then an overall grade. Halfway grade, let's see if I can improve upon it with the overall grade. You know what I mean? Tag, you're it. You're next to take care of these viewers. Hi, Genesis. How's it going? Tag. All right, hit me with your halfway grade, chat. Spoiler chat. What's the consensus? Tactical Fluke says around a C. C? I think I've had some really good choices. C minus? Okay, well, we are going to have to improve in the second half. Shit. I think we've had I was going to say, I think we've had some really good choices, which means apparently we've had some bad ones. So that's fun. A, you were amazing. You know what, Cheryl? Just for you. Give you a little kiss. Little kiss on the forehead. Thank you. You were amazing too. Was it good for you? It was good for me. Aw. Exclamation, Cheryl. You hear that, chat? Schmo says A+ from what I've seen. Schmo just wants a kiss. And you know what? Hell yeah. Okay. If I'm at a C or a C minus, we're gonna make 6 excellent choices, and we're going to improve that grade. And spoiler chat's gonna play along and definitely improve my grade, right? I think here, let's pick adhered iron plate. The reasoning is screws are a pain in my asshole. If I get an iron plate alternate, I can create more iron plate halfway up our bus if we need something that drains more. If we need more, if we have something that really takes more iron plate, which might happen in late game. We're going to take that. Okay, 5 left. Super state computer or steel rods. Iron rods made, instead of 1-to-1, it is 1-to-4. I don't think I need... I think that's bad because I don't think I need steel rods for almost anything else in the game. That said, modular frames. And we just got a new recipe for reinforced iron plates. Meaning, if we could make reinforced iron plates out of a little bit of rubber and some iron at a, yes, slower rate, but much better for resources, which means we can... Much better for resources doesn't mean, oh, we don't need to use any of our infinite resources. What it means is you just ramp that shit up through the roof, because if you can use the resources that you have and make it go a lot farther, it goes a lot farther. Ryan, I just had an idea. Can you make the Ryan siren clip/noise play when you get raided? It's like a raid siren. That's a great idea, actually, Tony. Sorry that I said it, actually. Okay. I will say, Tony, I have a goal to, I want to rework our entire alert system. I think it's way overdue. Our entire alerts need redone. I need to find exactly who and how I want to do it. But that's on my mind. That's on my mind. That's a good idea. That's a chirrup. It's not a chirrup comment. If I don't end it being like, oh, all right, well. Long story short, I could make modular frames in the original recipe, but I could make the rods and the plates much easier or much at greater rates if I take... And I am under the impression, that our whole modular frame game, I'm my sneaking suspicion in this game. Quote me on it, I don't care. I can't wait to see if it's true. My sneaking suspicion in this game is that modular frames are sort of the key for everything. Because modular frames get turned into heavy modular frames. Get turned into... Where is it? Where are they all? I can't see them. Get turned into, like, that other shit. Get turned into the thing after that. You know what I mean, even if it doesn't make sense. There's like 5 items in the like research that are heavy modular frames with some sauce on them. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna just gamble on that one and take... Haven't even looked at this really. Nah, fuck it. We'll take steel rods. That seems very useful. High rate of steel rods. That seems great. 4 left. Bolted frames. Well, there we go. Takes screws. I'm uninterested. I'm so uninterested in screws. Alternate for radio control system. For radio control unit. I'm going to re-roll this one. I don't like either of these. Iron pipe. That's a lot of fucking iron, dude. Alternate all-clad casting. Make it very fast. But we can get iron. We're gonna send an iron train to the upper right-hand corner of the map, and we're gonna get iron in waves. So that could be really nice. What's the rate? 25, and this is 20. The normal is 20. Steel is much easier to make, so I don't really need to do this now, but all clad, I really don't think that'll be an issue. We're going to take iron pipe. I have a feeling I'm going to get like a D on this grade, and I'm nervous. 3 left. Quartz purification via... What the fuck? Oh boy, I don't even want to look at that. Fine black powder takes compacted coal. I'm 4.5 hours into this meeting and the end is not in sight. I have you muted, but I need you to know my suffering. Think of me fondly as I fade away. Can we get some hearts in the chat? 07's for Carly. Oh boy, my brain. Derived from raw quartz used in the production of... Okay, let's see here. Currently to make quartz crystal, we have... What the fuck is dissolved silica? I think it's only for alternate recipes. We're going to re-roll this. We're going to re-roll. I think this is the one that I just had. Super State Computers. This is literally the one... Well, that's funny. It is faster. And it's possible. All we would have to do is make... We could bust these 3 things, and then we'd have to make wires on site for Super State Computers, which we can do via used wire pretty quickly. Oh boy. We'll take Super State Computers. That's probably going to get me a D. Okay, 2 left. I'm ready to call Ryan a dingus in my honor. Pure iron ingot is... This is good. I like the pure ones. I like the pure ones a lot. All you do is add water, and you get a lot more. So instead of 1 to 1, you basically go 1 to 2. You double your output of iron if you just add water. Problem is, I don't think we really need more iron. Iron plates. 75 per minute if you just add a little bit of plastic. In an alternate, we're in the future when we are busing, by busing I mean training, iron ingots into the factory. I think from the northeast corner of the map, I think it would be really useful to be able to make those go really far with this one, alternate coated iron plate. These are all hypothetical, and I almost never end up using the alternate recipes anyways, but maybe we should. Maybe we should find ways. Okay. Last recipe. My brain hurts. Quick wire made from some copper as well. Instead of 1 to 5, it's 1 to 12, but you have to add 5 copper. It is faster. Currently, copper is more of an issue than Caterium is, I think, though. Motors made with 1 ECR rather than 2 stators. But it actually, the rotors go further, but ECRs take stators. So you get a little bit of speed and a little bit of productivity for basically the same input. It's not that much better. It's really not that much better. Let's do one last reroll and see if I get screwed. Molded steel pipe. Or instant scrap in a way that I probably am not interested in. Yeah. So I think we're going to take steel pipe. Now remember, Professor Spoilery Chat, when I get graded on this, you have to take into account my specific situation. Which is that instant scrap might be a great recipe, but not for me. I have an amazing instant scrap setup. I have an amazing alumina scrap setup that runs perfectly, does not need any. So this recipe might be an A for somebody else, but it's a D for me, or an F for me. So if I take molded steel pipe, that's making the best out of a bad situation. All right, hit me with my grade. I'm so scared. What's my grade? How did I do? Raging Girl 84 says, thanks to whoever gifted them a sub. Let's go. Oh boy, I'm nervous about the answer. 69? C plus? Maybe? D for dingus? No. B minus, Schmo says. An uncertain C. Fuck. F because you didn't appreciate my compliment. Shit. C-ish. C plus seems fair in my opinion. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't wait in some long time in the future to figure out what I did wrong. Status needs power? What? Status what? No drone? Shouldn't it have a drone now? I gave it a drone. Where's the drone? The drone is coming. Oh my god, our first drone? Hold up, hold up. What's happening here? Why are you flying off the radar? Off the world? Why are you flying into the black abyss? My dude, my buddy, my guy. You do 90-degree angles? Oh, now you're shifting. Okay, okay, okay. Any ideas on the next book for book club yet? No. No ideas yet. Thank you for the reminder. Oh my god, they kind of are zooming. Holy shit. The little bumblebees, man. If I sit on top of you, what happens? Oh my god, I forgot that there was concrete in there. Can I see the drones? I'm not that heavy. You can do it. Take off with me on you. Let's go for a ride, Bumblebee. Oh, boy! I was thinking maybe this would be the way to, maybe this would be... No! No! Maybe that would be the way to get home. That's not the way to go home. Maybe that'd be the fastest way to get back and forth between my bus and the fucking thing. Wow. They tried to kill me. My drone tried to fucking kill me. Mo says, to be frank, I'm new here, so I don't know how the rest of your factories are set up, but your logic seems sound. Thank you. That's actually what I shoot for, is to seem sound in terms of logic. Even if the substance isn't there, as long as I seem sound, I'm doing okay. No, thank you. That really does mean a lot. Thank you. Okay. So, our new goal is this. This thing's just cranking out packaged turbo fuel at whatever rate we can. That's going to go feed the entire bus and our entire drone system. Now it's time to get to the next step. Hi, Mars. Welcome back. We need this one to bring in canisters in 1. And we don't have a thing to feed it yet. So our goal here is to run a belt from here. Ignore the spaghetti. To there. Now here's the next question. If you have a drone, I wonder if you can have it like sort of with multiple destinations. Chat, front seat question. Yes or no? Can you have a drone from one drone port go out to feed multiple other ports? Yes or no? Just a yes or a no question. Just a yes or a no question. Heads up, I'm going to try something. Could be hilarious, could be annoying. Go for it. Ask again. Oh my god. You can play the clip in the bottom right? Amazing.
This is a story.
Amazing. This is an emergency broadcast alert. Why is it screaming? That's the I thought the drone started. I thought the drone was screaming. That's a clip of me. So the story behind that clip is I smacked myself with a rubber band, and then I listened to the clip of that in 0.25 speed. And then I listened to the clip of that clip in 0.25 speed. And then I listened to the clip of that clip in 0.25 speed. It just got slowed way down. And that's what my voice sounds like. Super slow. So the front seat question I'm asking is, if I have a drone port. No, never mind. I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I'm ignoring the question. I'm ignoring the question. Ignore that I ever asked. It's the drones that matter. We'll put a drone here. And then we will have it hold up. This is worth getting out paint. This is worth getting out paint. So there's two situations in which I could use drones, right? This is going to run so bad on my computer while Satisfactory is also running. Option 1. Oh my god, the lag. Holy shit. Is I have a bucket that needs filling. And I got a... Oh boy. And I got a bucket that's got stuff in it. In that situation, you just have a one drone that flies one way, then returns to pick up more water to drop off. This is option 2. What we're about to do is option 2, which is that... Oh my god, the lag is so bad. Oh my lord. Option 2. Don't laugh at my handwriting. Which is that you have a bucket with some stuff in it, and then you have a bunch of other buckets that need filling. The way you do this one is you don't have one drone fly here, fly back, fly here. But you don't do that shit. Instead, you do one drone from here. Like, it starts here, flies there to get shit, flies back. A second drone takes care of this one. So basically, you house the drone at the second location rather than at the first. I think that makes sense. In the first situation, it doesn't really matter, I guess, where you house the drone, because it's just a one-to-one. Drone can live wherever, right? I might have too much power knowing I can put clips on screen whenever I want. Any other 90s kids have those stuffed dinosaurs that you can squeeze? That's Ryan right there. Wait, what? Oh, the sound? I don't know that reference, actually. As the 90s kids, I don't know that reference. I think technically in either one of these situations, we could put the drone here. Like, for this one, I could put the drone here or at the other place. For this one, it needs to be here. You can't set the drone specifically. As far as I know, I don't think you can, like, work with the drone specifically for their settings. You have to interact with the... God, I hope this makes sense. You have to interact with the port settings. So it has to be per port. Okay, you are going to bring canisters in. We should make sure you get what you need to run at all times, right? Because you're going to provide turbo fuel for the entire thing. Compacted coal. Good, 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 good. Cool. Okay, seems good. Confirmed Ryan didn't play with dinosaurs. Honestly, I really didn't. I really was not a dinosaur kid, honestly. I mean, the only thing I did that was dinosaur kid-like was I watched Land Before Time, you know? But that's it. Please grab it, please grab it, please grab it. Oh, baby. Land Before Time was so good. Yeah, I really liked Land Before Time, but... about it for me, honestly. Littlefoot. Oh my god. God, I hope I'm not making a mistake. But if I am, it's fine. We'll just fix it later. Here's the way to ask the question. Front seat question. Can multiple drones pick up materials from one drone port? Yes or no? Yes, don't. So it's really just as simple as, like, you have to find a place to house the drone, and you wouldn't want the drone sitting at that place. Probably. I think that makes sense. In Dutch, it was called Flatfoot. The whole series was called Flatfoot? If we need more iron, this place is the way to go. Chad, I have to get off at 3:30. I'm going to set myself a timer. Timer in 40 minutes, it'll be 3:32. Flatfoot and his friends. Yeah, I didn't really play with dinosaurs. I did play with some like WWE figurines. I was probably a little bit older than like dinosaur age though. And you better believe I was into Pokemon, of course. Big Pokemon fan. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I mean, I was also really, really big into basketball from a super young age. You don't seem like a WWE guy at all. I know. I'm so not these days. WWE wasn't a thing here. What age is that? WWE was probably like 8 to like, I don't know, like 8 to 10 maybe? We gotta delete this. Fuck it, we'll just do it right now. We gotta delete this turnaround because it's actually causing us more issues than it's solving. No one, oh boy, no one ever uses it. Then that means that it crosses the path and messes up the pathing. Basketball tracks, you're a Hoosier. Exactly. And a 90s kid and a Hoosier. What that means is that Reggie Miller was like my god. I mean, God was my god back then. But, you know, like, Reggie Miller was second. Okay, so we need to drone canisters out, which is what we were going to do up here. What age was WWE? I think it was like early elementary, so like 8 to 10 years old. WWE is the like, you know, like the staged wrestling stuff on TV. Was I done with this or no? I was done with it. I think uranium fuel rods will be a 1-to-1. Like, we just need the supplier drone to be here. To be uranium fuel rods out. We'll need to bring fuel in is actually the thing we're not done with on this floor just yet. But we haven't... Oh, it's right there, actually. Holy shit, this is going to be such a mess. Staged? What do you mean staged? Don't let me be the person to finally tell you that David Blaine ain't doing real magic. You know that, right? God, this is a mess. It's fine. If it works, it works. David Blaine does real magic. His special is called real magic. Well, if his special is named real magic, then I guess it better be, you know, must be real. If it's called real magic, well, who am I to disagree? Listen, a little bit of spaghetti. Only the smallest amount, though. You know what? I honestly feel bad enough. Here on the bus, we don't do bad. We don't do bad. Here on the bus, on the vertical bus, we don't do spaghetti. We'll do that instead. Okay. You're making uranium fuel rods. You have none inside of you at this point. Why aren't we making any? The encased uranium cells, we don't have any? Why don't we have any? Shouldn't that be pretty... I never got into basketball. Peyton Manning and Reggie Wayne were my sporting idols growing up. Oh, for sure. I had the... I had the Sports Illustrated cover that Peyton Manning was on. I think it was the Sports Illustrated cover. Hanging up in my room for years. I didn't even play football. Hold up, what the fuck's up with our encased uranium cells? Reggie Wayne too. My room as a kid. What was your room as a kid decorated like, chat? If it was decorated at all. My one room at my dad's house. It was decorated when I was probably 3 or 4 in the primary colors with Crayola for kids, like shelving and stuff. Everything was primary colors from Crayola for kids. And at my dad's house, that never changed. I was a 17-year-old at my dad's house sleeping in a Crayola for kids tiny little bed. Why are you not doing anything? It's coming in right now. It's coming in right now. You got anything on you? We're about to find out. At my mom's house, it was I literally had Pacers wallpaper. It was all like Reggie Miller, Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne. Until I got to be a high schooler and I got obsessed with running, and then it was Steve Prefontaine, basically. But that's silica. That's encased uranium. Okay. I can't see how much is on it, right? Why are you empty? Why are you empty? Why the fuck are you empty? Why are you empty? What's the deal? Uh-oh. Mine was all fold-out Nintendo Power magazine posters. Wow. I had a giant cat poster on the wall. A lot of Dragon Ball Z and a lot of Pokemon. Also, Go-Go's, if those were a thing in America. No. Shared a room I never decorated. Would have been useless since my brother and I destroyed everything we touched. I put all my LP album covers on my wall in a checkerboard pattern. That's very cool, Kabo. Bunch of Legend of Zelda posters. Oh boy, what is happening? What is going on with my... uranium? What was the question? What your room was decorated like as a kid? Just sitting here trying to figure out what's wrong with my uranium. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I didn't really decorate much, I guess. Mainly, I just had books. Yeah. We'll call that library decorated. Decorated like a library. Had bad Dutch music CDs. Bad Dutch music CDs. Like you had the Eminem of Dutch rap. Just built the thing I need for my shapes factory, so now I'm letting it run while working again. Oh, wow. Self-restraint on you to not just build the next thing. Did I not set it to load? I thought it was set to load. Maybe that's the problem. We should turn off self-driving and keep this here just in case. You do not have any... You are set to load. You don't have any encased in... Or, Did I not hook you up? What's going on here? Our uranium stopped. Oh my god, is it because we ran out of canisters or whatever? We never delivered more water? No. We did a different thing. Do we want some mid-travel entertainment? Oh. Delete that shit, delete that shit, delete that shit. I don't even need it. I don't even need it. I just don't want it there. Glow-in-the-dark ceiling, stars on the ceiling. Yeah, I had those too. I like those a lot. So the reason you aren't running is just because we don't have canisters to get rid of the sulfuric acid. I knew it had to do with canisters. Fuck me. Knew it had to do with canisters. So what we need to do here is actually build a drone that is canisters in 2. This is actually fine news because this is what I needed to come out here to do this anyway. So we need canisters in 2. We have to fuel canisters. We have to fuel all of the drone ports that are at the bus. And then not fuel all the ones that are away. And that should work. You right there just need to go there. And you are canister in 2. Is that what it's called? Canisters in 2. You need power. Radioactive, by the way. Radioactive. And then we gotta just start upgrading some of these fucking thingies. This is built so ugly, I don't care. We should build a drone here. Should give you a little bit of fuel to get home. And then we should... You'll bring empty canisters. You'll output that. The empty canisters go here. You're going to be bringing canisters constantly, which is kind of funny, but oh well. Dingus, by the way? How dare you? We will have to edit that if we need to get more canisters for more of these machines here before too long, but that is a fine setup for now, I think. Nothing's going to run for now because we don't have canisters. It's fine. I don't just have any randomly sitting in my inventory, do I? No. All right. All right, let's go back home. We still need to build canisters out. And then... Holy crap, we're still not going to get a nuclear plant set up today. We can't go all Chernobyl today, guys. Dang it. I was really hoping. Was really hoping for more Chernobyl. I did build a Zoop tube somewhere over here for this train station off camera. Should really watch Chernobyl. Sorry. I don't watch. No soliciting. I don't watch TV shows. And an Oblivion character named Bingus Timothy. Oh my God, Luke, that reminds me about Chunkle Down Bim. Did you see the Dimension 20 news about a live show? I thought you'd promised Carly you'd watch a TV program. How dare you, Shammy? How dare you? Promise is a strong word. I'm Rick Grimes, bitch. All right, back to travel time. What's Tony
Guys,
gonna hit us with?
Caroline's way better than Ryan.
I
Oh,
can't
wow.
say that out loud. I can't say it. I love you, Ryan.
Thanks,
Guys,
Meg.
Caroline's way better than Ryan.
I can't say that out loud. I can't say it.
I think that was when Meg was making Surprise in
I love you, Ryan.
The Sims.
Guys, Caroline's way better than Ryan.
I can't
What's
say
going
that
on?
out
Tony's
loud.
playing a
I
clip
can't
in the
say
upper
it.
left-hand corner of the screen.
I love you, Ryan.
Guys, Caroline's way better.
Oh my God, and it just keeps going. There you go. H is in the chat, by the way. Incredible, Tony. Incredible. That was a good stream. That was funny. She made... Who did she make? She made Surprise. She made, like... She made a couple other chatters, I thought, in The Sims. She made me. Which is actually... I think in that moment she was actually making me and being like, this hairline won't do. Did she make Tub? She might have made Tub. I feel like she made Mars and just made an alien. Okay, we can just jump off right here. So we're back over. Canisters we're going to need on the upper floor. That's what we were talking about. Let's do that. I want a Meg Sim stream. Yeah, I tried to convince her to play Shapes on stream, but I honestly don't think that would be particularly entertaining. I feel like no one should have their first time through any factory game ever happen on camera, because that shit's stressful. Did she make Rebecca? She might have made Rebecca, yeah. No, she definitely did Surprise, though. She definitely did do Surprise. Because she, because I think it was after the fact that we figured out that Surprise was a 14-year-old. And I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is actually after I had met Mars. We had met Mars in person and FaceTime Surprise for a face reveal. So I think it was actually like we knew what, you know, we weren't like telling people, but like we knew what Surprise even looked like and stuff at that point. But I could be wrong. I could have the lore all mixed up. Lord knows I've done that before. Hasn't even figured out that Evo's 5. If Evo is 5, I honestly wouldn't even be mad. Just be impressed. Oh my God, rotate. What? Shit. No. I did. Oh, fuck. There we go. Being 5, having a way better handling of like organization skills than most people that I know. Okay, so this is going to be canisters out. It is not going to have a drone. It does need power. It does need fuel. And then we need to actually make the canisters to fill it with. Did you really ignore me to play Repo with a 5-year-old? Sounds good, Ikelos. Good night. Thanks for being here. Okay. Canisters in 1 should have canisters out. Canisters in 2 should have canisters out. I think that means that they're going to start appearing now. At least they'll get fuel, but they won't get canisters just yet. Does that mean that 2 drones are currently flying towards my location? 1 and... Interesting. Chat, front seat question if you're a Satisfactory fan. Can 2 drones path towards 1 port at the same time? Yes or no? My guess is this. My hypothesis is the answer is no. It is? Never mind. Beautiful. I really hope they both get here at the same time, because then we could see what happens. My guess was going to be that only one could path towards it after it didn't appear to be moving it at first, but... It's going to be a big drain on our plastic forever, but that's all right. Thank you, chat. Thanks for the front seat. Good night, Ikelos. Oh, drone. Oh, there's a drone. God, the drones are very satisfying to watch. They're very fast. Did you just get fuel and leave already? Yeah. No, still landing. Okay. Where's the other one at? Right there. Are you just like, it's like circling. It's like at the airport. Oh my God. That's amazing. They just circle until they get a spot to land. Oh, hi Spin. How's it going? That's amazing. That's honestly, that is way cooler than robots in Factorio. That's way cooler. I wonder if you can do any sort of like any sort of like programming of the drone itself in terms of you're like, hey, go sit there until full, or go sit there until no way I need this many, but we could do it. What's our current objectives? Create DIA. I don't know what DIA is. We are currently, but I will tell you what our objective is. We are DOA is dead on arrival. We are currently setting up a fleet of autonomous self-governing drones that are going to 60 per minute. Run this factory without me. I want to retire someday. And they're going to run this factory without me. Denver International Airport. Gotcha. That makes sense. DOA is actually delegation of authority. Oh, well, I don't know shit about delegating, so that probably explains why I don't know what that is. I heard rowboats in Factorio. Robots makes a lot more sense. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I mean, minor Factorio spoilers, but like the biggest, in some ways, one of the biggest milestones you reach in Factorio is when you get robots or drones to supply things for you to other parts of the factory. It's amazing. It changes everything. Huge milestone. And they are amazing. And I think probably, if I had to guess, they're going to be more powerful than drones will be in this game. But the animation of a drone circling that for a place to land is just really cool. I just love that a lot. Like I said, if I had to guess, I think... And that is not upsetting me if drones in Factorio are like overpowered. They sort of make like late game factory stuff. In some ways they make it like very like inconsequential. So if it's not inconsequential, that's fine with me. Fine with me. Let's go like here. Go there. You're all gonna make canisters. Dope. Pasted. Dope. Factorio without construction drones would be rough. Yeah. It really would. It'd be really, really rough. Oh, sorry, Mars. Dude, comma, indigestion's ass is the true meaning. What can I say? I've got an ass that makes headlines. Can you imagine how terrible it would be to actually have your ass be in the headline of a newspaper article? Like, you know, Kim Kardashian breaking the internet, but like, that'd be terrible. Merger. I keep going one past it. Merger, facing that way. I mean, I guess like your bills would be paid, but like, can you imagine the level of being perceived? We need to put this in, but we first need to go above. Why are you doing this? Why? I need to want to know something. Technically, my ass was on the front page of a newspaper. Really? What did your ass do? Was it like in the newspaper because you also happened to be on the front page of a newspaper, or was it like, you know, it did something remarkable in and of itself? Dope. Okay. Hopefully that runs for a long time. Hopefully that, what did it do? Sat on it. Hopefully that runs for a long time. That's drones for every empty canister is done. The only other thought I had was I am low on turbo fuel. So we need to actually find a place for... Oh, we should do this because it'll keep the thing running either way. We should do some storage. I think left output should also be any. No. We're going to do another. My preference, oh, this is interesting. My preference for how stuff gets fed with turbo fuel is first and foremost, this must have turbo fuel because it has to have fuel to bring fuel in. Second from that, the rest of the factory should have turbo fuel because it needs to run. Fourth from that could be me getting a little bit of overflow in a little chest, a little storage container for my personal use. And in that, we might do a little bit of like this kind of thing, where I want to be able to grab some, but I don't want it to be a lot. This photographer was working on a piece about my school. He was taking pics of the university building. I was trying to walk by. I said I didn't want to be in the picture. He said, I'll wait till you're inside. He took it anyway. It was for an article about how the school is going through a lot of financial trouble. And it was framed like I was the only person on campus. Wow. Did you sue? He said, I didn't actually give permission for my likeness to be used in this photo, and he used my ass's likeness anyways. You didn't sue? Rookie mistake. Just kidding. You probably had already... I mean, yeah. In public, what are you suing for? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the story sounded like Mars said, I would prefer not to be in the photo. He said, I won't use it, and then used it anyways. Like, if you take a photo of something happening in public, you could probably run it in the newspaper. But if you also say, I'm not going to use it, then use it anyways, I feel like you could at least make an interesting case there. I don't know if it's illegal, but like, so what? So he promised. I'm not saying it's like a bulletproof case. I'm just like, I feel like going a step above and beyond to promise, then not doing it. I've seen litigation for less. Okay, we have the canister out. We're not currently getting any turbo fuel, which does concern me a wee bit. But I also wonder if I can name my drones. Front seat question. Chat, can you name drones in this game? Yes or no? Do you sue everyone when they break a promise? I've never sued anybody. It's hazy, okay. But as asked, the answer is no. I don't remember what that is. I don't remember what that is. I don't remember what that is. Oh! Can hover over the drone? Wait. Now that's interesting. Now hold up here. No drone? Wait, what did I fuck up? What's happening here? Wait, what's going on here? I took damage. It says it's on the way. I think it's saying it's en route. It's en route. Okay. So what one's en route? Where? Right there? The same newspaper ran a story about my school this year and reused the picture. That's so funny. Why would Mars sue? Just because I've never sued anybody doesn't mean that no one should ever sue ever. And I'm not even saying in Mars' situation I could sue. I do think it's crazy that you're like, no, there's no reason to ever sue and all related to anything you're talking about. If I were to go out in public and say, hey, I'm live streaming something, don't worry, I'm not showing your face, and then I was showing that person's face, that person would probably have some rights to like pursue some sort of action against me, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm just being like, isn't this a wee bit of no? Isn't this a wee bit of a gray area? You say that so confidently. You say that with the confidence of a person that I don't know that I'm actually less confident because you're so confident. It is 3:28 and I need to get off in 3 minutes. Probably depends a lot on where you live. I agree. Did we get more out of that or no? Shit. They came in. Did they bring any? Oh, no. I don't think there's turbo fuel being built up because this said outgoing none. I think if my face isn't in it, they have a lot of leeway there. To be clear, I'm not saying that is utterly illegal. Definitely incorrect. You definitely have a good case in court. I'm saying I was under the impression that at least in certain parts of the U.S., there are protections against being broadcast or being photographed and then having that image, your likeness, used in publications without your permission. Specifically, if you have received a promise that you will not be used in that. Not if you're in public. Will you point me to the law? Will you point me to your source there? It's not that I don't trust you. It's that you're saying it so certainly. And as a person who has a little bit of experience in realms related to this, First Amendment, perfect, cool. As someone who has a little bit of experience in things related to this, aka I worked in marketing and took photographs for a college, like Mars is talking about, and also works in live streaming where there's a lot of shit going down about whether or not you can show people on your live stream with or without their permission. And especially if you give an explicit answer that no, you will not be showing their likeness, and then you do anyways. I'm just saying, is anyone surprised that there might be a little bit of a gray area there? A little, just a little bit? A shade of gray? A singular shade of gray? State laws vary for if you require consent from all parties to record a conversation, for instance, which is similar territory. If they monetize the image, if you would if you would have otherwise monetized it. I'm not saying I would sue in this situation. I'm saying I'm very surprised to hear people be like, absolutely guaranteed, 100%, no, there's nothing going on there. I wish I had your certainty. A phone call is inherently private. Now someone recording your call while you sit in Starbucks would be different. Or just outside of Starbucks. Or none of us are lawyers for sure. I'm just surprised by the certainty. That's all I'll say. Why are we not making turbo fuel? Also, I got to get out of here. Shouldn't we be making at least a little bit of turbo fuel? tells us fuel consumption. That thing just took off without any more fuel. Makes me nervous. All right, either way, I gotta stop it here. Either way. I could have sworn we had a lawyer in the community. I honestly don't know if we do have a lawyer in the community. All right, that's going to do it for Satisfactory. Thanks so much for hanging out, you guys. I appreciate you. Weigh in on the comments on YouTube. Do we have any lawyers who watched this series specifically in like First Amendment and or like recorded conversations and or you and your likeness in public? If you are a lawyer, please write a novel in the comments down below. I'd love to read it. I'd love to learn. I just love to learn. If we don't have a lawyer, how good of a call are we really? We do need a lawyer. We need to record. We need to record a lawyer for sure. Anyways, bye. We need to recruit a lawyer, not record a lawyer. That could be illegal, depending. Bye, Tony. Bye. Oh, boy. Thanks, guys. Dang, it always sucks when you find a really interesting topic of conversation with 2 minutes left on stream. It's the worst. It's the fucking worst. God, we could have talked about that for an hour. Shit. Mars says, from a quick Google, it is something about being a single-party consent country from... Interesting. Okay. Now I got to go look at that. Now I got to figure that out. Ryan, we were talking last time. Why no end-of-stream music nowadays? Hi, Elo, by the way. Couple reasons. One, as a person who is, schedule's just a little bit tighter than it used to be. To me, the tagging on outro, like music and end screen and all of that to stream. Thanks so much, Tony. I got a dot. You know what you should do, Tony? Remind me for next stream. Well, you got to play like Pin the Mustache. We got to play Pin the Mustache. Like if you can nail it, I'll give you some sort of reward. It's like the drinking game where you put the mustache on the screen. The minute I can't drag it in real time. You don't have to. You got to put it on the screen, hit save, and then it's chat's job to screenshot it when it's perfect. The person who screenshots it is the winner. That's what it is. It's like the drinking game where you put a mustache on TV, you take a drink every time it lines up perfectly. Yeah. Anyways, long story short, with a little bit less time, I'd rather just spend the extra time hanging out with you guys rather than like plan 5 minutes ahead, do an outro screen that everybody clicks off of anyways. Like nobody's, we could play the music, but like instead, I'd rather just get out of there. I also think from a like entertainment and like retention point of view, it's like just be entertaining until the last second of stream and end stream right there. You know what I mean? Just do your best to be entertaining until the very last second. And then when you're done being entertaining, when you're utterly spent, when you've said all you need to say, when you've said your goodbyes, when you've said thanks for being here, when you've told them when to come to the next stream, probably next Monday, when all that's done, that's when you say,